Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Dalek 451, the new Dalek Emperor. How are you all doing tonight? And let me introduce my first two guests tonight who popped in just before I went live, Mr. Tony Stark. How are you tonight, sir? Tony, hello, Tony.
Paging Tony Stark at the Stark Tower. Come in.
Okay,
Nope.
okay, that's weird. Anyway, let's move on to my other guest, the lovely and wonderful and smartest and one of the smartest people you could meet, anti-derivative Jill. How are you tonight, Jill?
I'm doing great. Even though we just lost Tony, maybe more people will come out and hang out with us. That'd be great.
Yeah, we just lost Tony.
Doing wonderful.
What happened there, Tony? What happened?
Just enjoying the holidays.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. The last Boxing Day was okay, and today wasn't too bad either.
How do you celebrate Boxing Day? What is Boxing Day? I feel like I looked it up, but I never remember.
It doesn't. You don't really do much on Boxing Day. It's more of a. I think it's more of an excuse to just have.
Just keep drinking.
to just have all the leftover food from Christmas.
Keep eating. Well, that's a good. There's no better reason to.
Although I think we saved that for tonight actually because what we had for our tea we had. I think we had all the party food that Mum had bought, which we didn't really have on Christmas Day because on Christmas Day we had the more traditional Christmas food,
turkey,
stuffing, and ham. We might have had ham, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think. No, I don't think we had ham. No, I think that. You're back, Tony. What happened?
Telephones. That's what's happened. Can you guys hear me now? Or still pretty crappy.
We can hear you. Just about.
Good. You're here now.
Good. Hello to everybody in the chat and to my lovely, gratuitous, exterminating, plunger holding, death ray firing friend and Jill.
Yes.
Well, if you're listening, the StreamYard link is in the chat.
It is indeed. So if you want to come up and just come on in and have a good chat about pop culture or good times or what you did over Christmas, please follow that link and come up and join us. So
go ahead.
You two were just over on with the captain. What was his topic tonight?
He never has just one topic. He always has.
I know he doesn't.
He embraces the flow of conversation and does it quite well.
Right now, he likes it. He's enjoying talking about how headcanon is bad.
Right. Yeah. Headcanon is it's best left to the realm of fan fiction, not used for to put into an actual legitimate TV show or movie or anything like that.
But that's what's happening.
In the case of most authors, headcanon should remain in the head.
It should, yes.
And Hungry was talking about all his horror stuff. I kind of just started listening to him talk about that, all the horror sci-fi that he likes.
Horror sci-fi.
But he has to go to bed, so he won't be here.
Oh, so he won't be joining us.
Nope.
No, he took a nap. He's taking a nap, he said. Who knows?
Oh, I see. Well, that's well. At least, well, I'm glad at least you two could join me.
I'm happy to be here.
And I was and the good is I was expecting a few people to turn up in the chat, but so far no one has.
Really? Nobody in the chat?
No, nobody at all. And
right.
but,
I'll go out to the street corner and show some leg. We'll get something in here. Let's go ahead.
Well, I did message Moises before we started. So I think hopefully he'll join us soon.
Captain would like to make sure that you're wearing stockings and not leggings. Tony.
Well, what the captain wants, the captain gets. Ha ha!
Anyway, what can I need to? This is always the tricky bit, trying to think of something to talk about.
It's your show. You lead, we follow.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I've asked this, but what I don't know, what Christmas presents did either of you get? What did any of your what did any of your family get?
Well, I still haven't gotten all my Christmas presents yet, so I'll have to wait till this weekend for New Year, where I'll make sure I'll finish Christmas and New Year with my mother, and we'll have New Year, but also presents then. So I don't know. I didn't really get anything until so far.
Okay. Well, I didn't get a huge lot of presents this year, because I think
because the thing is, I can get whatever I want in any case.
Yeah.
But what did you get, Dalek?
The thing is, one thing, my mom doesn't know exactly what to get me for Christmas anymore. considering these days, I keep saying to her, I don't really want this anymore. I don't really want that anymore because of reasons. Like for example, every year she would get me something to do with Doctor Who, and well, the way things have gone,
Seems
I'm just
like a safe bet if she sticks with the classic stuff.
I suppose. I mean, she would have. The thing is, she would get me. Like I said, the way things have gone with Doctor Who, I've kind of basically said like, can you not get me this stuff? Can you not get me this stuff anymore?
It's like getting dirty money, It's like, oh, what did you have to do to get me that?
Like, one good example of this is like she got me. I think a couple of 2 years ago, she got me this calendar with she always gets me a calendar, and one of them was a Doctor Who calendar, and she used to get me one of those every year, and the one she got me that time was like, I just took one look at it, I was like, nope, don't want this, because let me tell you, it was this calendar. It was just the most lackluster, most lazily done calendar I'd ever seen to do with Doctor Who. Because literally all it was it was it was a Jodie Whittaker calendar, and well, it was, and every month was just literally just her or one of her two plank pieces of wood companions, or just a pitch of the TARDIS. That was it, and it was like where. It's just like where are the villains? Where are the monsters? Where are the pictures of alien planets? That was
Was that
nothing.
your present for this year?
No, not this year.
Okay. That is the danger, even with Star Trek. If you get something, a magazine about Star Trek, it might have some new stuff in it, and that's always a disappointing aspect of it. You just want to enjoy the good stuff.
I mean, but yeah, I've turned her off of that, and basically she hasn't really had any idea what to get me. So,
well, I was lucky. My mom went to for my birthday. She went to a garage sale and got a whole bunch of Star Trek stuff, and I was lucky. None of it was the new stuff. It was all Enterprise and before stuff.
Well, that's so lucky. Happy. I mean, one of the things one of the stuff she did get, which some of the stuff I was happy with. She got me, she got me a few different types of chocolates. One thing I was very happy with was
that is what I got a lot of was chocolate. That's always a great gift, and I always enjoy receiving it.
She got me she got me a volume of a manga which I've never read before, so that was good. Very happy with that. It's a manga called No Game No Life.
It sounds like my life.
Yeah, I think the basic story is.
Ava, are you here? Come here. Here.
Has she seen The Cat in the Hat Knows a Lot About Christmas?
She has not seen that. Oh wait. Oh yeah, she has seen that. Oh, sorry about that. I was responding to something not related to this.
It's all right. It's all right. No, it's all right, Jill. It's one of you. Guessing it's one of your little ones.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, she likes Dr. Seuss.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's some good stuff.
You mean like the stuff like The Cat in the Hat, The Grinch, and so on and so forth?
Yes, all of it.
Right, that's great. That's good.
Hop on Pop, green eggs and ham, 1 fish, 2 fish.
Yeah, you just have to teach her Hop on Pop is not an instructional manual.
No, yeah, Hop and Pop is definitely not an instructional manual. That's how we're all just sitting out here on the floor.
No, Dalek mentioned chocolate, so I had to get some. I'm eating some chocolate now.
Lovely.
It has caramel in it.
Chocolat and caramel. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Ooh, caramel chocolate. That's my favorite.
I had a chocolate flavored beer once, and it confused me.
What brand?
I don't remember the brand right offhand. A guest brought it over back when I used to party, every night. And I don't remember the brand of it, but it definitely confused me. I usually keep a bottle. Oh, yeah, I used to. Yeah, I don't party in the house anymore. No. Now I work all the time. I work 10-hour shifts every day.
Could have fooled me.
Well, my streams that jiving that people think that I'm partying alongside it.
Yeah,
Somebody's
you are.
knocking on my door.
You're
See here.
absolutely partying. What do you think you're doing?
Give me a second. I got people knocking on my door. This might actually be a party tonight. I'll be right back.
Okay, this is. Alright. Okay, where is everybody? I was expecting.
That was like the Twilight Zone. Where is everybody?
I was expecting a few more people than this. Where is everyone?
Mhm.
Maybe I did need to change that setting after all.
Did you send a Twitter?
What?
Did you send a tweet? A tweet about the show?
I did send a link out. I did send a link out to the stream on Twitter. Yeah, I always do.
Oh, look, there's Admiral Teague. Hello.
Oh, I see. Hello to. Hi, Admiral Teague. Good to see you.
Yeah, Will. I have a book with you. I say I'm not partying anymore now. The party's here. So
I knew it.
So they want to discuss a tabletop RPG system involving orcs and hobbits, as well as share some homemade beer and feasting. So on that note, I'm going to have to wish you guys a well-to-do evening. Sorry that I have to make like a tree and get out of here.
No, I'm happy you got a 3D party going on.
You have to leave already. You've only been here 17 minutes.
No, I know. Blame the manifest destiny Jill over here. She made it happen. She willed it into existence.
I willed a party into Tony's life, so now he's gonna have a party with
Seriously,
orcs and beer.
Hobbits and beer and bread and festivities, definitely. So I mean, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. You're gonna have fun. Tell us about it later.
Oh yeah, I will. If you guys are still rolling, I will. But I apologize for such short notice. I was hoping to get on here and do some voices and stuff, but this is more fun. Not saying you guys aren't fun. I just don't know how to awkwardly say, "Yeah, guys, I'm pitching you for a real life party."
Hey, if a real life party showed up in my door, I'd embrace it too.
It's just like it's been a while.
Man,
So
I can't believe you have to leave already. I was looking forward to some of your routine.
Oh wait! I tell you what, I'll do a quick bit for you. All right, this is actually quite adequate. You ready for this?
Okay, go on.
They kind of left me at the airport, man. Gotta go, I got Pop-Tarts and beer over there, and I'm gonna go get me some. Captain and I was talking about possibly bringing my Bobcat into my regular matinee streams, and I think people would like to hear my Bobcat regularly. I think it would be really awesome. So there you go.
Okay.
Who's a Bobcat? Who is this? I don't even know.
Bobcat?
Revenge of the Nerds.
That. Okay, I've seen that movie, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, left us at the airport, man. Damn it.
Well, enjoy your nerd party.
I will. You guys enjoy your party here. Try to get on. Shout out to Anti-Derivative Jill. Thank you for being, even to this day, a very welcome member of the community. Did you see the gift set that Pet for Hire worked on for Doomcock yet?
Yeah, I did. That was cool. That was a fun little video.
That was a fun little bit.
Omnivac is going to enjoy his gift the best.
I think he will. douchebag Kylo and I started like having a little super chat war at the very end of his Christmas stream. That was pretty funny. He was like, Tony Stark damning an entire alternate universe to Harvard. Wow, such a hero. Real hero there, pal. But yeah, it's got 150 views right now. That's nuts.
That's pretty great.
Absolutely.
Well, it was a good gift. Harvey is so
Yeah.
happy. He brought in all his friends to watch your video.
No, he brought in all of his victims before he stomped on them too.
Friends, victims, they're all the same, Harvey.
Yeah. They're all assets one way or another. That's how you look at it. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good night, okay?
As long as Harvey's happy.
He is. Man.
So everybody was happy. The skull got an ideal gift. Sabu's probably still munching on that oversized
That
peanut. he pulled up.
That giant peanut. Yeah, I saw that.
You know what? I got a guy that knows how to shrink and grow stuff. I know how to make Sabu happy, real happy. But anyway, I gotta go.
Just don't grow Sabu himself. That might be scary.
Oh yeah, if Harvard ever found out about Hank Pym, you know, here comes Giant Man going, oh, I'll show you, and he's just saying, oh, yeah, like hors d'oeuvres. All right, I gotta go.
See you next time, Tony. Bye.
See,
I'll
thank
be
you for
around.
coming on as brief as it is. See you, Tony.
We'll meet again. Don't know where.
Don't know where, don't know when.
Oh, we'll meet again some sunny day.
Some sunny day.
I
You
can't
guys
believe
later.
I made a party happen for you. That's great. Bye.
You did. You literally you sure you didn't sneak in here, grab the Infinity Gauntlet, and go, Tony needs his Hobbit party like right now.
I guess that's what I did.
See you guys later. You guys have a good
Bye.
night, all right?
You
Bye-bye.
too.
Good night, Tony.
And hello in the chat to Captain Infinity. He says, finally here. Real world distractions.
Real world distractions.
Real-
He says, see you soon, Tony.
Real
Yeah,
world.
Yeah, glad you're here. Glad you're here, Captain. Yeah, at least glad someone's here.
Well, it's
Jeez.
always good when good to hear about people out there taking care of real world things.
I just don't get, again, I don't get it. I should have had people flooding in by now.
Then Captain Infinity says, see you soon, Tony, with little hearts in his eyes.
Yeah, I already read that.
I know. I wanted to read it. And I did.
Okay, now I need to. Now it's just the two of us. What do I do? What do I do? What now?
Do whatever you want.
What's it? Captain Infinity says, "Signal boost the dial." wonder if, wonder where Moises is, because he said Moises said he would join us. I mean, but he's playing. Apparently, he's playing Skyrim.
That's a good game. I've only played it a little bit, so I can't talk too much about it, but it's like Fallout, but in medieval times. But I just prefer playing Fallout. Oh, sorry about my phone. I could mute it. Actually, I need to charge it. It's gonna die.
no, don't mute it. I like that because that's like a Star Trek sound effect, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's
And the
communication sound.
Captain says, I put out a tweet notification. Thank you, Captain, very much. If that doesn't draw people in, nothing will.
Well, it is a Tuesday. Who knows what people are doing on Tuesday?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is a
We do,
Tuesday.
except for Tony. We know Tony's playing D&D and drinking beer.
Oh, I know where everybody is. I know where everybody is. They're either watching Raquel or the SSG or they're watching Mr. Brown.
Oh, Mr. Brown is on. That's great.
Mr. Brown.
Let's talk about other live streams.
Yes, Mr. Brown is live, and he's got 25 people watching. That's where everybody is.
No, this is just like a LDG live stream where we list all of the live streams that are playing concurrently to this live stream.
This is so annoying. I hate streaming against other people.
Well, you have to stream against other people, otherwise you're not going to stream at all. But if you don't want to stream, then you can end it if you want to. It's your show. What do you want to talk about?
Oh boy. I'm never prepared for these things.
Well, sometimes I'm not prepared. And when I'm not prepared, I usually have someone, or I just come up with something.
Yes, Captain says it's inevitable by now, doll.
You got any hopes and dreams for the new year?
Well, what can I say? I just wish the new year I hope the new year will just I don't care what happens as long as it's just please for God's sake, let it be better than the last 2 years. 2 or 3 years.
It's 3 years. 2020, 2021, 2022. 3 years. 3 years of crap. It's got to get better someday, right? Or Captain Infinity says it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Admiral Teak says, "For me, I hope this isn't. I'll settle for that."
Oh no, I didn't know you were sick. Please
get well no, you're soon, sick, Admiral Teak. Oh,
I gotta go for a minute, so I'll be right back.
Okay, Jill. And I had one hope dream for 2023, and it's just been granted. Oh, has it, Captain? Well, that's something. And what he says, I'm so sick, I'm kind of tripping. Oh my God. Oh, that's awful, Captain Teague. I'm sorry to hear that. I am very sorry to hear that. Can I call it its name now, or do I just still use a code word? Like, do I have to call it the coof, or can I call it, I don't know, but yeah, I've been there. I've had it. In fact, my whole family's had it at least once. We all did at the same time. And I think you can use it, but code words are funnier in my yeah, they are funnier. And Captain Finch says, I had a flu, but plus trippiness last year. I'm assuming that was the coof. Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, man. I just remember like it was actually last December, literally a whole year ago, right before Christmas. Like for weeks, all throughout December, I just felt really off, really sick, and then wasn't just me. It was my whole. It like slowly spread to my whole family. And then I was just and then there was a really and then there was a brief time I was super worried that I might have given it to my grandmother. I mean, obviously, she did pass away early this year, back in January, but it wasn't due to the coof. It was due to she was very old. She was 91, and she was getting very frail, and she had pneumonia. She was not a well lady at all. But oh god, this year's been the last couple of years have just been they've just been getting harder and harder. And this year has easily been the hardest on record, especially for me personally. First lose so much loss. First my grandmother, and then several really famous people I was a big fan of. Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of one of my favorite all-time Japanese franchises, Yu-Gi-Oh! I've always loved that. I love that manga, the anime, the original anime, the Duel Monsters anime, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. I've loved those for so many years, and hearing the man who created all that passing away was really heartbreaking. But then I heard that he didn't just when he passed away, he actually died a hero. So I was amazed by that. And then it got even worse when another legend I've always been a big fan of passed away, Bernard Cribbins, and then more recently, and then who else? I think Robbie Coltrane, the guy who played Hagrid in the Harry Potter movies. That was sad. And of course, the real big loss, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. Are you back, Jill?
Yeah, I'm back.
Well, I was just talking about all the
celebrity deaths that touched you this year.
All the big names, all the big people, the big people who meant a lot. I had great.
Well, did you mention
passing away as well as of course my grandmother? So that was.
Yeah, sorry about your grandmother. Did you mention Nichelle Nichols?
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Nichelle Nichols too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, incredible, graceful, beautiful, talented, intelligent. She was everything.
It's just, I thought 2020 and 2021 were bad. This year has just been relentless.
Yeah. The circle of life.
Let's see. Captain says, I had a flu to. I read that one. But being unbeeped. I and now I've paired with natural immunity, right?
Yeah, me neither. I didn't do that.
I was kind of forced to by the family.
Hmm.
It's ironic to root for only having the flu. So my mom on Christmas. That's worrisome. Sorry for your loss. 91 is a really good run though. Yeah, I know. She had a great life. She was one of the most she was one of the most loving people I've ever known. She was married to my grandfather for well over 50 years, and I think close to 60 before he passed away.
Yeah, that is a wonderful long marriage, long life. What a beautiful way to live.
Yeah. In fact, they've been married. In fact, get this. In fact, they've been married so long. They actually got after one of their like big milestone anniversary. They actually got they got a card from the Queen.
Oh, you get a card from the Queen when you get old enough? The Queen starts sending you birthday cards? Or what?
I'm not quite sure how it worked, but yeah, I think if you get I think if you've been married for long, if you're old enough or you've been married for long enough, you get a personal card from the Queen, because that's what they got.
That's great. How cool.
And then, and what he says to captivate. I like to imagine you live on your own mountain. So I'm trying to figure out who you caught it from. And I do visit the city occasionally, says Captain Infinity, or was it the Postie?
Posties, I like post office.
And I actually live at the bottom of the mountain, but the view is nice. Well, wow, that's good.
It is. You have the best backyard, front yard, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've seen his streams when he's like sitting outside and he's got the camera. He's got a lovely view from his house.
It's not a green screen. It's real.
No, it is real. And eventually, and guess who just popped in?
Scotty. Oh, hi, Scotty.
Ahoy. How are you guys doing? Hey, Dalek. Happy Christmas. Happy whatever. I don't even know what they celebrate on Skaro.
Well, apparently they celebrate Boxing Day.
Oh, okay. That's good then.
Well, Boxing Day was yesterday because you know Boxing Day is the 26th of November, the day after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And also it was also the last day of Hanukkah.
Oh, was it? I missed it again.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
it was for 8 days, so you missed Hanukkah for 8 days.
Curse my Hebrew bones. I'm not actually Jewish. Sorry about that, everybody. No, today is the beginning of Skotica, though.
Skotica?
Yes, Skotica is the 14-day celebration of me. So in 2 weeks, I am going to be aging, and so this is where I begin. I've been playing with the idea that I shouldn't celebrate it until my actual birth month, but F all that.
Yeah, so celebrate for 2 weeks. I like that idea.
Like, and let's be honest here. I typically celebrate year-round anyway. I wake up in the morning and say, thank heavens everyone else gets to have me.
Exactly. I'm lucky. I consider myself extremely lucky you just showed up.
Well, I did have to take Snoop, and it's kind of frustrating this time of year with the snow that we get in Canada, and lazy people instead of shoveling their sidewalks, they tend to just throw down salt, and it does murder upon a puppy's paws.
Oh,
Does he have any little booties?
See, it's funny because my mom has a Shih Tzu with little booties. And she was like, well, the salt is harsh on puppy's paws. And I was like, my dog's a man. He'll deal with it.
Well, you could get little booties that look like combat boots.
I don't know. And the thing is, and I think about it every time I take him for a walk, and he'll like one paw will come up. He favors one paw just because it stings or whatever. And I end up carrying him. So I don't know what's more emasculating for the little guy, that he can't walk and I have to carry him, or if he were wearing boots. But
as long as you don't start putting him in a stroller, you're okay.
This is very, very true. If I do that, please find me and release my dog. Pushing him around a mall.
Poor little fella.
He's okay. He's getting old and he's just tired of it. So that's all. I try and help him.
Oh, he's an old boy, is he?
He is. But the alternative is terrible. So I'm glad to have him for as long as I can. It's funny because when I first got him, it was sort of on a babysitting mission. And unfortunately, that turned into full time. But when I got the dog initially, I said to the person who sort of asked me to take care of him, I was like, yay, this is the first time I'm going to have a dog that doesn't die because I'm just going to give him back to you. And then she eventually said, can you keep him? And I was like, oh, you are making me suffer the emotional loss of this dog. Boo. But it means I get to keep him longer.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm glad that you've got him as long. You're able to have him as long as you have.
And you're making his life fantastic. Better than it would be otherwise.
Yes, I am teaching him how to play the piano.
Yeah, that's very enriching for a dog to learn.
Teach him how to play the piano.
Yeah.
A dog playing the piano. How funny would that be?
Well, I was walking through a thrift store and I saw a bunch of dogs playing poker, and I was like, why not a musician? So.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
So yeah, and I am also. It was asked of me what my favorite gift over the Christmas was, and I haven't received them yet. One of them is from me, and one of them is from my sister. And I haven't received either yet because both are coming from the States, and apparently it takes a long time.
So, are you getting your shirt?
It is coming, yes. And I am very much looking forward to that. And then the other one I'm going to reveal. Don't say anything, Jill, because you're the only other person who knows.
Really? I thought we talked about it already.
We probably did. Never mind. One of my New Year's resolutions is to remember more things that I say. So, but yeah, I am going to be doing an unboxing to play with that because it's going to be incredible.
But you know what you have to do if you want to remember things.
What's that?
Not drink as much.
Yeah, but I don't want to make any grand statements about my intentions, or else then I'll show up and one PBR in, everyone's going to be like, he's lying.
Yeah.
So
okay, that makes sense.
I'm it goes for a little while of abstinence, and then hopefully that'll transition into moderation. But that is what I'm looking forward to.
Moderation is great. That's what I've been transitioning to too.
Yeah. And so I've sort of set up a minor schedule come January, but up until the 31st, I'm going to try and dry out, and then have a New Year's, and then I'll have a birthday, and then we'll see how long it goes after that.
One day at a time.
That's what I've heard.
Doc is rummaging around his Christmas presents.
Ooh.
Well, I have actually got my well, actually no, I was opening. I wasn't rummaging my presents. I was getting up to open the window because it's rather warm in here.
Well, stop sitting next
But
to
it-
your
but-
radiator, you crazy person.
But yes, well, I wish I could, but I can't. Not in here. Because my desk where my laptop I have my laptop is right next to the radiator, so I have to sit right next to the radiator.
Wow, how did you know that, Scotty? That he was right next to his radiator.
I listen to Dalek's show even when I'm not on.
Wow. I didn't know this fact.
But I do. But actually, I do have this. I do have I do have this bag next to me, which has all of my Christmas presents in it.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Oh, and by the way, Captain Finity, if you're still here, that car I told you about, the Lego Lamborghini my mother got me. It's a Countach.
A Countach?
A Countach.
Countach.
The pronunciation makes me giggle. What kind of Lamborghini is that?
I think it's
a Countach.
I'm not sure.
All right.
I think it's Countach.
I think so as well. A Countach is one that's just mean to you on the highway.
God, what have I done?
You coined a new word.
It's just I did say earlier that Mom didn't really know what to get me this year, so I think she got this. She got me this as a bit of a joke. But
Seems cool.
Yeah.
have you ever? Oh, and another thing she got me. Are either of you familiar with a show called QI?
Oh, is that like? I think so. Is it like a comedic quiz show?
It is, yes.
Yes, I am familiar with it.
Not me.
It's British.
Gotcha.
It's a British quiz panel show with a bunch of comedians and answering a lot of really hard and really obscure questions about certain subjects. It's a show. The whole idea of the show is like it debunks a lot of common knowledge people think is true, but it isn't true. It actually isn't true at all. So you get points for getting a question right. You get more points for saying something interesting about that topic. So it's hence the name of the show. That's what QI stands for. Quite interesting, and you get penalized for saying the obvious answer.
Right. And then
it's
if you
wrong-
do
yeah,
say
but
the
if
obvious answer, then they have a big screen that flashes it up and says, no.
If that's the one. If you say the wrong but obvious answer, you get there's a big noise and that answer appears up on the screens behind the panelists. So
What if you're right,
QI.
but you're not interesting?
If you're just if you get the question if you get the question right, then you're just right. But if you get extra points for being interesting. So I mean, I recommend you go and try and find.
Hey, it looks like we have a
old
guest.
episodes of QI. It's hilarious, and yes, we do have a guest. Hello to Captain Infinity.
You don't get punished for the right answer; you get punished for the wrong obvious answer. That's a different thing.
Yes, that's right. You don't get punished for the right answer. You get punished for the wrong obvious answer.
Yes.
Like, yeah. If you just simply say the first answer that anyone would say, then and it's wrong, then you get punished. I mean, the scores on QI are just ridiculous because you can have go way into the minuses. The scores on QI.
The books are good too. If you like trivia, obscure knowledge, all that kind of good shit, the QI books are very much recommended by me right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's been there's been books to do with the show, and I've actually, and right here I've actually, one of the presents I got was the reason I brought this up. I got QI the travel game.
Oh. Is it a game about travel, or is it a travel edition of the game that you can pop in your pocket?
It's a small traveling edition of the actual QI game that you can just take with you and take with
So
you.
is it like
play.
Trivial Pursuits with extra step? Pursuit even?
Probably. I've not
Never played Trivial Pursuit.
I've
never seen Battle of the Planets.
No, look! I've only just got this game. I haven't even opened it yet. I haven't never mind played it.
Oh my!
But I'm looking at the back of this. The content, it says contents two decks of cards, klaxon and rules. So yeah, this thing actually comes with a klaxon.
You should put it on the show.
With the klaxon from the show, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Do you have the klaxon? Can you test out the klaxon? Can you klaxon us now?
I probably have to open this thing and try and get it out.
No, it's always an appropriate answer, Dalek.
At the moment, no, I can't.
You can't get it out. Okay, then.
Actually, I can.
Save it for later.
Stop being such a cuntish.
What?
It's a Lamborghini cuntish.
It works. Oh, it doesn't do the whole thing.
Excellent.
It doesn't do the whole thing.
Oh, I've got to get a klaxon. Every time Wi-Fi Nation comes on the show, I'm just going to fire off. Exactly. What up, Dinks? Hey.
It doesn't annoyingly it does it, but it doesn't do the whole set, the whole klaxon from the show.
It must have been programmed by Denis Villeneuve. It's half a fucking klaxon. It's a klax.
Oh, that's a good Atari game.
Klax.
I don't think I've ever played Klax.
I played it at a Dave and Buster's one time.
Oh, wow.
Klax on, klax off.
Oh no, I think I've already broken it.
Yay!
It sounds like your Lamborghini Countach won't start.
A mid-80s comedy about a bunch of preteens in a fast car, Lamborghinis.
Robert Davi is your mechanic.
Come on now. Lamborghinis. That's borderline a keeper. If I didn't have such an intense lack of interest in the original movie, I'd keep that as a joke.
Yeah,
Lamborghinis. Exactly.
But yeah,
all I want for Christmas is you.
I'm just going through that nebulous region between Christmas and New Year's where I got to clean up and get ready and hopefully wake up on New Year's Day and everything is clean and organized and everything is done for what I want for the new year so I can start off fresh.
Yeah, I've got some cleaning to do. Got to clean up your act.
I think I'm going to have to shave Snoopy, though. He sheds like nobody's business. So
wow.
Does anybody know where I can get a dog waxed?
A dog waxing shop?
Oh, right. That makes sense. I'll look it up in the yellow pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
yellow
dog
pages. There's a thing now called the interwebs.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It'll never take off.
No, true story. The yellow pages, classic.
Jill, I had a question for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jill. I did sort of cursively hear about your experience on Pandora, but I was wondering if you wanted to elaborate.
No, I really fucking hated that movie. It's so
Oh, wow.
boring.
Wow, Jill.
I
What the
almost
fuck?
fell asleep about 5 times.
Did you see it in
was
3D?
Not fun. No, I didn't see it in 3D. I didn't get a chance.
Wait,
Okay, no worries.
you went to Jill, you think you went to see Avatar 2?
Electric
Yeah,
Boogaloo.
I did because
Oh,
it was
man.
either that or Puss in Boots, and Avatar won it out because I said if I wanted to see Antonio Banderas, I actually wanted to see him. But
That's what Madonna said.
now I think that I should have gone to see Puss in Boots instead. It would have been more fun.
Wait a
Went
minute,
shorter.
They've done another Puss in Boots movie.
I know, right? I don't even know.
I thought
It's a
Is there a
spin-off
Puss in
of
Boots?
Shrek.
I
Is it a
thought
shared universe?
I thought Shrek was all over now.
I guess. I
I-
don't know.
I heard a thing because I was, watching YouTube as I want to do. And apparently they're switching studios. There may be another Shrek on the way.
Oh, for crying out loud! Haven't there been enough of them?
Yeah, there have. Well, and after that movie, there's been enough of Avatar too.
I mean, for crying out loud, the last one was literally written to be and labeled the last one. It was literally called The Final Chapter.
Yes. Well, they've done that to Friday the 13th. They called it
I
Avengers
know.
Endgame. I got
know.
kind of weirded out when it was called Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. I was like, is this the last one? And thank heavens it wasn't.
Yeah.
That is just ridiculous.
That's what they should call it.
No.
Shrek V, The Final Frontier.
It
The
was
final.
Avatar was just half a movie. They didn't finish the movie.
Oh, that's what I heard too. Now, interestingly enough, also, because they made Way of Water and the next one, whenever that is, that's coming out in 2024, I think. But they said that because people have, if I am not mistaken, and I am not telling tales out of school, people have been erroneously saying that this movie has to make $2 billion. But in actual fact, if the next two, this one and the following one, make $2 billion, then it's successful. And so apparently,
They're only a
Who
Who
billion
makes
to
these
break even.
decisions of success?
I don't know. Hollywood.
Do your part. Do not see Avatar 2.
Yeah, don't see
Make
it. It
them
was so
fail.
boring. If you want to see it, wait until the next one comes out, and maybe you'll get one cohesive story.
Yeah,
Well-
looking at you, Denny Villeneuve.
No, it was just a boring family story where they get together to defeat the scout team who came to go kill whales or whatever.
See, I'm on the side of the military. Get those blue hippies off
Mhm.
my land.
Well, the real story is that Earth is dying, so humans are trying to take over Pandora. And then these whale things have the fountain of youth in their brains, their brain goo. But they spent like less than 10 minutes on that interesting part. The rest of the movie was just not.
Good.
Not even worth finishing a sentence for.
Well,
Exactly.
That sounds even stupider than I've heard.
No, one time I fell asleep during this
I've
movie,
heard quite a
and my
bit.
snore woke me up.
oh, nice. I love it when that happens. When you wake yourself up with your own boredom. No, as I've
It was pretty, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what on top of everything. That's another thing. That's another thing with these more recent movies. They're too long, and on top of everything else. I mean, 3 hours. I mean, come, give me a break.
Meanwhile, binging 10 hours of The Expanse is nothing.
Yeah.
No, you're right though. I mean, that's where I prefer watching movies at home because then you can take a break, have a smoke,
Yeah.
make a cup of
Yeah.
tea, have
Yeah,
sex.
with a TV show, you can like watch like a couple of episodes and then take a break before carrying on. A movie, you have to just sit there and watch the whole thing.
You're held
Well, you don't have
hostage.
to. You
Oh,
can
you
pause it.
guys.
Over.
Actually, I've
You
discovered a new
guys.
way of watching movies. I don't even know why, but because I can. I find myself, if I'm enjoying a movie, I'll just keep rewinding it to the beginning. So I'm like watching the first half about 15 times, and eventually I let the movie. It's just me, isn't it?
Well, and that was the answer to there was a question posed to James Cameron, and it was like, so when's a good time to have a pee? When's a good time to leave the theater to go have a pee? And he's like, you can go for a pee whenever you want. Just see that scene when you see it the second time.
Very clever. No, Jay.
Yeah,
How about I
right.
see it no times?
Yeah, don't see it. Anybody who's thinking about it, don't do it.
I never
And-
It was awful.
I never saw the first one. Why should I care?
Well, the
I
first
just
one
think-
was cute. Like it actually had a beginning, a middle, and end. There was a alien invasion. It was the humans, and they wanted the unobtainium and the Avatar and the whatever.
Oh,
the Na'vi defeated
God.
the humans, and the humans left home, and it was great. That was a movie. This was half a movie. Nothing happened.
Unobtainium. Ugh.
So can we now, as with Denis Villeneuve's Duh, can we call it Ava?
Yes.
No,
Or
maybe,
Avatar?
maybe I should use this at a certain point from now on during my streams.
What, your half of your clacks?
It's not even. Yeah, it's. Yeah, annoyingly, it's not. It's not. It's not the full klaxon. It's just. It's really annoying. It's not.
Well, as my theme for 2022 has been, I had to remember what year it was. Don't let other people tell you what you like or what you don't like, and don't let them call you stupid for wanting to see something. If you're
Well,
an
I'm not
Avatar
saying you're
fan,
stupid if you want to watch Avatar 2, but I'm just letting you know that I hated it.
yeah, and I respect
Hated
your
it.
opinion greatly, Jill.
Yeah. I can. I mean, like I said, I was never interested. I was never interested when the first one came out. I just saw like everyone was going on about. Like,
Well, there were two good reasons to see the
biggest
original.
biggest
Only-
movie in the world. Biggest. I was just like, big deal.
Yeah, reverse cycle. No, there were two reasons to see the first Avatar: Sigourney and Weaver.
Well,
For me, there's only one Avatar that I like, and it's not the blue forest people, whatever they were.
Well, I think Na'vi can only be played by blue people, so I think more Hollywood racism. Why are these jobs going to Caucasian actors when there's plenty of blue people out of work? What about the Smurfs? No one thought of asking them.
Oh my god, that was a terrible. That was a terrible movie. Those live action Smurf movies. They were absolutely awful.
I think they're part of the Avatar shared universe. The Smurfs are like the hobbits to the Na'vi elves, probably.
well, as of right now, it looks like Avatar 2: The Way of Water, its worldwide gross is the low side of 955 million.
Already?
Yeah, 11 days.
Wow. Oh, there you go.
It's
Oh, no more. Well, there you go. Cameron.
It's that-
That's
it's
pretty much
that-
guaranteed.
God, it's that close to $1 billion already. Shit.
Yes. It's James Cameron. Like, and I understand if you didn't have any taste for the first one. I did
I
simply
didn't.
because it was James Cameron. I do adore that man's films.
Well, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. I
that's
have seen a couple of James Cameron's movies. I've seen Titanic. I've seen Alita: Battle Angel. And I love that.
Well, he produced it, but yeah.
It's okay. Oh, okay. He produced it. Well, whatever. Look, he was part of that project. He was.
That's true. That's true. He was. And he's produced a couple of movies, like he did the Steven Soderbergh Solaris. He produced
Did you see that?
End of Days. Not End.
I've
Is it
not-
End of Days? No. Oh, what is the one with Ralph Fiennes and Angela Bassett?
Schindler's List.
And, no, Juliette Lewis. Strange Days. My mistake.
Strange Days. Oh, yes, Strange Days.
Directed by Catherine Bigelow, his then wife. And
Mm.
yeah, actually, I don't know if they were married then, but anyway, doesn't matter.
Well, what's your favorite James Cameron movie? Because I haven't seen
tough.
any of them.
It's like in terms of the ones that he directed, it's a toss up between Terminator 2 or Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
We did a whole list, and as it goes when I do lists, it may change tomorrow, and so if it changed today, I warned you already. Thank you for playing.
Okay, I don't.
Great.
Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but I took a little look around. I found the full QI klaxon.
Oh, good.
I feel like I'm on an episode of Star Trek. Scotty, you got to lock it down, Scotty. We got 20 minutes.
But don't get claimed for that.
What a copyright strike on Ooga Ooga. Can you copyright a klaxon?
Dive.
Yeah, as long as your klaxon's 25% different from Paramount, because otherwise QI would have been sued. I don't think Sandy Tosvig is going to sue you, so you're fine.
That's another thing. I mean, I like Sandy Toksvig, but I wish Stephen Fry hadn't left the show.
No, only Stephen Fry is Stephen Fry.
And also, we've actually got another guest in. Let me introduce PvP. Hello, PvP.
Hi, Dalek. Hi, everybody.
PvP, the man that inspired me to romance.
Oh, jeez.
I asked Dalek, he said yes.
Oh, I don't want to talk about romance.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want to hear it now, Jessica.
Hey, PvP.
So what's the topic of discussion so far? You guys been on for like an hour or something, it looks like?
Romance.
We've just this stream's been going
Klaxon.
for just over an hour.
Okay.
Klaxons and copyright.
Yeah, I heard a lot of noise there as I was signing into the stream.
Oh, that was Scotty.
Oh, okay.
No, that
I thought
no, that was me because
That was you.
I've got this. I got this. I was just telling everybody about this. Something I got as a Christmas present, and it's a little travel game based on a show. Based on this quiz on this panel show, I really like.
Okay.
And there was this, and at certain points in the show, depending on what answers the panelists give, you might hear this noise.
Okay. So that was a noise on the show itself, I would assume.
That was a noise. That was a noise you'd hear from the show.
So this was like kind of a quiz / game show type of.
It's a comedy quiz panel show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other ones I've seen like that before.
It's called QI.
Oh, okay. That must be a UK thing because I don't.
It is. It's a British show.
Okay. Yeah, we used to have quiz shows here, but gee, it's been so long. I don't think there's anything like that on the TV in Canada anymore. Those could be fun though.
We still have plenty of quiz shows. In fact, one of the biggest.
Some on YouTube. Cardinal Sin does a quiz show.
He hasn't done that in quite a while though.
No, he hasn't. No.
Because I remember, like, it must be a good 3 months ago. I was on one day. It was one where you could bump a question to another person if you didn't have the answer, and if they couldn't answer it, then you'd get points.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I want a Klingon, Eagle Moss Klingon ship.
Nice.
That's right. I remember that now. That's right.
We have it.
So you came in, what was it, first place then?
Yeah, I came in first place.
Wow.
Next to Tiger Stripes. I thought.
Oh yeah, that's
sure
right.
she'd win.
Tiger Stripes too. Yeah. Okay, I remember that now.
Tigers
Yeah.
are
And it's just lucky because I really don't know all that much, but it just so happens that everything Cardinal Sin knows, I guess I've been into. So I'm just getting lucky.
Well, it all
Got
depends
lucky.
on the questions you get, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get a set of questions where you're like a whiz, knowledge on the, what it's, the subject is.
Well, that's the thing.
then
I
you're
feel like
home
he
run.
tailored it for things that I know. Like he
Oh.
was, I don't know, man.
That's kind of cheating.
It
Joe.
is kind of cheating. Well, whatever. I got to clear that shit.
Oh, well, that's cool. Actually, I won a book on one of his streams one time. He had a book prize he was giving away that night, and everybody answered and I guess put their names in the hat or whatever, and he drew my name, so I got a couple of books from Cameron. He hasn't been on in a long time either. Cameron.
Cameron's been around. He's been having some Hollywood drama, I think.
Oh, professional stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Cameron Pasha?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the guy.
Right.
Yeah, he used to be like on Doomcock's stream sometimes.
He did sometimes, but he still appears here and there, but he hasn't been on Doomcock's show for a while.
He's
it's
been
been
having to be
ages.
careful about something. I don't remember.
Oh,
what.
maybe it's some project he's working on. He can't
Seems like a
discuss
cool-
it kind of thing.
Yeah, probably.
I've never spoken to him myself.
I don't know if I don't think I've ever spoken directly to him because usually when Doomcock has like his Sunday, well, it used to be Sunday, now it's his Wednesday panel.
Yeah, I
It was
told him to
always,
move it.
yeah, good thinking. It was always by invitation only, right? So I was usually just in the side chat with most of everybody else. So Cameron was a very knowledgeable guy about the inner workings of Hollywood, though.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Well,
Yes.
it's kind of interesting to hear, I mean, that's what Doomcock talks about a lot of the time too.
Well,
Right?
that was it's a branding position. Most most channels talk about basically I brand my channel. I'm not talking about that. I don't care about the background. I just care about the movie. I go out the other side and care about the plot points and the character arcs and the tropes. But it's a crowded marketplace. There's plenty of channels from Cardinal Sin to Doomcock.
Well, you know what?
Covering the inner workings
That's
of
true.
Hollywood. I'm happily ignorant. I don't care who made the film, why they made it, what the budget was. Don't give a fuck. Just show me the film.
I don't care about that until after I see the movie and I love the movie. Then I want to learn all about all the things that went into making it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah. When it's a
yeah.
positive, it's like, who made this amazing work?
The thing is, I mean, it's nice to have a variety of channels with different, plot points, and you can pick and choose whatever you're interested
That's
in.
what I
and-
mean. It's
know.
so it's not a diss. It's like it's an even marketplace.
Oh
If you
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
I think
getting into Hollywood, then check out Doomcock or Midnight Fish. And if you like finding about plot points and character arcs, check out me.
yeah.
Well-
Spread out the topics. Yeah.
Among others.
Mhm.
And if you got problems with sexual health, then call Scotty R37 and he'll do the best he can.
He's an expert.
He is a sexpert.
Oh my.
Oh bye.
I'm
So
only
there was-
somewhat familiar with Cameron's brand of critique, I suppose I should put it.
Yeah, it's been so long since he's been on. I kind of forget what he used to talk about now. God, it's got to be like 4 months or something at least.
He was one of the usual suspects in the middle of the summer last summer.
For a while there, yeah. For a while,
Yeah.
he was on every week, and
See, what you say with reverence, I say with dismissal.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm more dismissal actually. I'm with Scotty on this one. I'm actually the jury's out, but I'm leaning towards dismissal at this point.
I appreciate that there is an audience for his brand of critique, but it's all right.
There's just so much flair.
Well, he's got information to share. It's not fluff.
Sure. Oh, no. I'm not saying that it is. It's definitely more experience and more knowledge than I have of actually being in the industry. So I don't mean any disrespect. It's just not my particular brand of vodka.
you just don't find it particularly tasty.
Exactly.
I've got a whole thing on the rumors things. Like if it's guaranteed 100%, I'll listen. But even if it's only 90% a rumor or 90%,
It's just
true,
for fun if you don't know for sure.
exactly. So it's a separate category.
And
Exactly.
Yeah,
then
well-
it's just speculation, and sometimes
Right.
speculation is fun.
Mhm.
And
Well,
if you
we
don't find it
appreciate
fun,
the
Doc
language.
always says if it's take it with a grain of salt or whatever, because it could be rumors, right?
Grains meaning
sometimes
it's
he'll
gotta be
even
a
say
penny.
That's what
take
he-
it with the
Okay.
mountain of
That's-
salt.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what he
that's a
always-
disclaimer.
This
so.
is where
Yeah,
being
that's what he always says. Exactly. That's what he always says, and that's what a lot of people seem to miss.
Everybody does.
That he says that.
Exactly. And I
Nobody hears.
appreciate the warning, but at that point I switch off because if it's not 100% true, I don't care. I might as well be making something up. But therefore, I appreciate the warning.
Yeah, at least he's honest that way. He, tells people what
Exactly.
they're getting.
Nothing worse than the rumor dressed as a fact.
And man, the rumor thing is such a small part of Doomcock's channel. If you actually listen to Pop Culture Breakdown or Friday Night Follow-Up,
I'm there, I'm there for the wit.
I mean, at this point, I don't. A lot of the time, I see one of his new. I pretty much watch all of Doomcock's new videos. Every time he posts one, I immediately watch it. But usually, it might be something I'm not. It might be something I don't necessarily care about that much. But I don't really care. But at the same time, I just want to watch the video for the entertainment value.
Well, yeah, the best thing about Doomcock's videos are the fictional universe that he's creating around Harvey and
Yeah, the back and
Harvey
forth
needs
between
his own TV show.
exactly. I love the back and forth between him, Harvey, and the Skull of Calderon. It's and of course Cebu more recently seeing Castle Xanadu. That is awesome. I love that.
Yeah, he's worked hard at building that little world he's created. I mean, I respect Jim Cock a lot. I mean, I think he deserves the 300,000 or whatever subs he's got because he's worked his butt off for years
Absolutely.
now to get there, right? So,
No
and I mean,
kidding.
the costume and the way he's designed the sets and like Harvey and it's just it's
It's
great
tough
stuff, really.
broadcasting from the center of the earth.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
quality.
It's so entertaining though, because as a person who has a belief of don't insult an audience.
Mm.
Well,
I
he never
just-
names names or anything.
No,
You're
I'm not.
You're projecting.
No, I'm not referring to that. I'm speaking only. I can only speak for myself. I'm saying that because I hold that opinion, I have to be very delicate in how I qualify my opinion because I don't want to attack anybody who's a fan. It's just
Right.
not my. It's not my jam.
It's gauche to talk about other channels in a negative way.
I'll allow you to sit under that irony for a while.
So much for the sensitivity.
Who said that?
It's all in good fun. Again, I'm here for fun. I just
No,
like talking
the
about
Yeah.
captain
movies
does
and
it
whatnot.
sometimes where he says
That's right.
where he doesn't specify who he's talking about or what he's talking about, just the general feeling and effect it's had on him.
Yes,
That's
but
my
I
New
always
Year's resolution. Focus on love the sin, hate the sinner. No, the other way around.
Makes
So
sense.
focus on the thing. Doesn't matter who said the thing or did the thing. It's the thing. So there's actually an improvement for the captain's channel for 20. Watch out, 2023. Complain
Well, I
about the thing, not the person that did the thing. Doesn't matter. It's the thing.
I look forward to it, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Watching. Let me. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
But actually, I really am.
2023.
I'm feeling over the Christmas. Maybe it is part of that kind of innate positivity you get over the Christmas holiday season on a good day. I'm feeling. I'm feeling a nice end of the year, end of the Christmas, and end of 2 years for me on YouTube. I am feeling at this moment very positive about our collective YouTube future for 2023.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully,
So-
it's going to be a good year.
Sounds good, Captain.
And criticisms are valid because 2 years ago, Scotty was going, well, bit of a one-trick pony with a Blade Runner chit-chat every day, all day, Captain. He was right. And now I've expanded it into 2 topics, Blade Runner and time travel.
True. I thought you had 20.
24.
24.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're all written in on the. I did start writing. They're all programmed in on the the what's it?
Your
StreamYard
banners.
interface. Eventually, another welcome to the like George R. Martin projects I haven't started or finished, but I think a booklet, pamphlet, a guide to the 24 topics will be forthcoming at some point, maybe 2023.
You know who I would love to have back on as a guest on my channel again.
Lindsay Ellis.
Sign her
Lindsay
up.
Ellis.
Yeah.
All you have
Who's
to do is ask.
Who's Lindsay Ellis?
When she had a YouTube channel, she had more subs than Doomcock and Gary Nerdrotic put together. No one's heard of her apart from Scotty.
She's done film criticism and she's gone to film school and she's been in some kind of movie. But she's just a lot of fun to listen to. About her opinions are really fascinating and well wrought and well researched.
Well, and I just found out that she has a new video essay on Nebula.tv, that subscription service where she posts most of her content nowadays. She's not on YouTube. And so she just released something in regards to.
Well, that's no fun. I don't want to go to Nebula.
Well, I
So
don't
you
want to
gotta
pay a
s-
subscription.
You got to pay money to hear her thoughts now.
Pay money to be entertained. I had to pay money for one of her novels as well.
Well, we
Just
get
check out-
spoiled.
For Axiom's End, Lindsay. You can have a free copy next time, please.
We get spoiled on
Pay
YouTube.
money.
though. We get spoiled on YouTube with all the good free content on here.
I know,
This
right?
is true.
We do get spoiled.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose we do.
Thing
Because
is, though,
especially-
I've noticed a lot of channels, they'll have that Patreon, link, right? So if you want to pay a little bit every month to get some extra content, they'll provide it, right? So
And that makes sense.
there
She
is
wants
that
to make
option.
money.
Well, yeah, I think it's great if they're working
Yeah.
hard producing content. Why not have some little extras, for the hardcore fans, so to speak?
Yes.
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 See, I can't even speak to that because at that point it's just envy. But watching everybody's speedometer on super chats and being like, "Would you like me to say a thing for you? $3, please."
Well, don't put it quite that mercenary.
Well, it is an option, and I know that there are some channels that only respond to the chat if you do pay.
Oh well, I don't watch those.
The biggest
I'm not
mind
saying it is a
spreader-
negative. I'm just saying it is
I don't really
an
think,
existence.
I don't think that's.
Hey, if
I don't
that's what
think-
they want to do, let them do it. But I bet
It's a
they'll
free
get less,
market.
Yeah.
I don't
probably
think.
get
I don't
less
think
trouble.
that's right.
Yep, it's optional. You don't have to send a super chat.
Exactly.
Agreed.
I mean, the thing
Yeah.
I don't get, but it's for me not getting it, is when people
Guys,
pay
it's
for a super
this
chat
is one-
and don't say anything. It's
This
like
Yeah,
going
that's
to a
weird.
free buffet,
This is-
paying
this
to
is
get
one of the
in, and
things-
they're not eating any food.
That
Well,
is
maybe
weird.
they're just saying we appreciate that you're
This is one of the
producing
things
this
I
content,
have.
and I'm enjoying it so much.
That's
This is-
Instead of
actually
throwing
that's the
it
most
away.
positive way of looking
This
at
is
it.
one of the
It's
things
like,
I
here's
have
the money,
absolute
and I
res-
require nothing to be read out.
Still has a point there, really. Yeah.
That's a very
Maybe they're
positive
just saying
way.
thank you.
This is one of the things that I have absolute respect for. Well, people like first Doomcock and of course you, Captain, and I'm sure
What?
and you as well. So you read all the chat, or you try your or you
Well,
try your
nothing
best
without
to.
the chat, unless they don't spell out numbers 1 to 10, in which case, fuck those guys.
I try if I can. I do have some content that I have to get through during my show, but if I can read the chat, I read as much as I can.
I mean, it really only works if it's part of the conversation. So it works on my shows because we're just dicking around.
Yeah,
a lot.
the
But if you've got a
balance is
focused
difficult.
show, yeah, it's more difficult. If you've got a focused show and you're going through slides, then if the chat's going off on a tangent, it doesn't do to derail your own show. So then it behooves the chat to stay in line with what's going on in the show. If someone starts talking about, I don't know, I went to the circus yesterday. Might skip that one.
This is why. Yeah, this is why I wish I could start doing a bit more actual topic based stuff for my channel. I mean like streams based on one topic, or better yet, more try to do more reviews. Yeah, but I mean,
I just have one topic and then just start talking, and suddenly 3 hours are gone.
yeah,
Well, I guess-
well that's
You can
Well,
either
that's
go
cool.
with a. Oh, sorry, Alec. Go ahead.
that's you, Captain. You can talk for you can talk for a lifetime.
True story.
But yeah, I mean, it's like Jill does sometimes, right? She'll have her Friday, tea time, and it's either topic based or sometimes it's just a free for all. But both formats work. But of course, they're totally different. But
Yeah. So the free for alls are more conducive to the chat. I now understand better why I'm good at reading the chats, because I'm so random with the topic. There's nothing to derail.
yeah, well, the thing is too, I think it depends on the chat. Sometimes the chats will sort of devolve into "Hi, how's it going? Hey, how are you? Hi, hail, hail, hail."
Yeah,
back
I
and
might
forth, and then,
sometimes skip the
and then
hi,
it's
hello,
like, well,
how
there's
are
no
you?
point in responding to that, really.
Yeah, hello, how are you? Greetings.
It's like Doomcock, right? It's Friday night frolic. It's just like 1,000 hi, how are you?
Yeah, but he'll spend that 30-40 minutes saying
Oh,
hello to
He'll
everybody.
introduce like 100 people before he starts, singing or joking, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
why
you
people
will.
keep coming back,
That's what
I
he does.
wonder
Yeah,
what sub numbers.
that's what he does at the start of every
show.
of every show, especially Friday Night Frolics.
Mm,
That's what he
yep, that's for sure. So
It's
what's
like-
everybody's holiday season been like so far?
Fucking amazeballs, actually.
That's good. You were at the lake the other day.
Might be back at the lake today.
Mm.
I did
So-
Yeah,
something.
summertime. Boy, you're lucky to have summertime now.
Well, you can all make fun of me in the winter in 6 months' time. I've got no central heating. I'll be freezing my nuts off.
I
while
shall
you're
make a note
baking
of that.
yourself. Yeah, so it's the balance of life. It's just
That's true.
I'll be cold later. Don't worry.
That's
get
true.
my
That's
turn.
true.
I remember-
Actually, it's melting here today. It's like 3 degrees outside, and It's actually melting. The snow is actually melting, and I'm so happy.
I did a
I
little.
hate snow.
I did something I never thought. I did one thing this year that I never thought I would. Never thought I'd do. I don't think I've ever done before.
Bisexual threesome. Just to educate.
I
Yes.
wish. I wish.
Never get into one with two lesbians. Just saying.
Yeah, I imagine that'd be pretty lonely for you.
Read all
Yeah.
about it in the coming Captain Trinity comic book. Absolutely not based on a true story.
Right. So forbidden to interfere, only to watch.
Someone's got to hold the camera.
Yeah, I always feel sorry for those guys that got to hold the damn camera while everybody else is having it.
Thank
good
you.
time.
I know, right? Exactly.
It's awful. Like that
And
would be the
buffet's
worst
awful.
job. It's like, what do? You go home after you get off work and then you're like totally frustrated, right?
It's great. Yeah. It's
Especially if
great
you're
for
single. Like, Jesus, that would suck. Well, not literally.
Well, there
Unfortunately.
you go. Maybe filming erotica is a job for the successfully married.
Could be. There probably are some marriages where that would be a great job for a guy.
How's your date work, honey? Real good.
Oh, brother. Actually, what was Dalek? Dalek was going to talk about something he actually did, but
Oh, yeah,
I think
sorry.
we
We
got
started talking about
sidetracked.
lesbian threesome. Sorry, carry on, Carl. Nothing like a
It's-
lesbian threesome to
nothing-
derail the conversation.
Unfortunately, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that.
Where would you put the plunger?
In fact, it's. I went to church with my mother to see in Christmas.
I went to church too. Yay! Here's the nice traditional church going. Look at
Did
that.
you
Both
say-
went to church style.
Did you say you were singing?
Well, did I say it was mom? Mom was singing certainly, but not me. Not so much.
Is this like a midnight mass kind of thing? Because
Yeah.
folks do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Midnight. Yeah, that's what it was. Midnight mass.
That's what my cousin's sister does every year. She always goes to the midnight mass.
That's what it.
I was just pleasantly surprised I didn't
Yeah,
burst
Mum
into
does
flames
it.
immediately upon entering the church doors.
Mom does it. Mom does it every year, and I just thought, and she actually asked me, do I want to go with her this year? And I for once, and I just said, yeah, I'll do it. I'll go with you. So maybe, I mean,
Well, that's cool. That's a nice
Yeah.
memory you have with mom. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
it was quite.
Well, and I was feeling a bit low last week due to my own, machinations towards self-misery. And I did have a flash of like, you know what? I'm just going to call in sick for Christmas. I'm just not going to go. I'm not going to do it. And then I thought about how devastating that would have been for the rest of the family. Like just in terms, my mom would have been destroyed if I didn't show up for Christmas.
So you
And
weren't
so-
talking about a job. You were talking about phoning in sick to the family.
Yeah, I was going to be like,
thinking,
Okay.
I'm staying home. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to have to. I just don't want to. I've
Is your
become
family
rather.
that bad?
No, it's not that they're that bad. As I mentioned, I was just feeling low and I was dealing with a little bit of anxiety, and it was like, I'm
Yeah,
just not
so
going to go.
you were just
And
in
then I
her-
thought about the
hermit mode.
repercussions of it, and it was like, no, that hurts too much. And so the only reason I bring it up right now is just that I had a great Christmas. Like I got to see my nieces, I got to see my
Cool.
sister and brother-in-law. My parents were excited. There was a little bit of Christmas blues that happened at the end of the night, but whatever. That's to be expected with a fragile soul like myself. But it's just like, no, this is a time of trying to, build more memories with the people that you love.
Well,
Oh.
you're very lucky, Scotty. I actually envy you because my family are, other than my one awesome cousin, which I had, turkey dinner with last Thursday, which was fantastic because his wife cooked a huge turkey dinner with all the fixings, right? So I feel blessed that way. But other than
Yes,
that's about the only family I got left. So I don't have the option of calling in sick pretty much. So You're a lucky man. Cherish those memories you're making.
Well, exactly. And again, it is the time of sort of giving and trying to make other people happy. And
Yeah,
so,
see, there you go.
yeah, and it worked, and it totally worked
That's awesome.
So, good story.
for me as well. Not just being like, and I gave out joy to everyone. No, but like
Well,
they
you
were
know, it's a good
happy I
thing me
participated.
saying yes.
I told them all about it. Like I was like, I wasn't gonna even show up, and like both my sister and my mom were like, "You son of a bitch for even thinking that."
Oh, jeez.
And
So you got slapped around a bit, did you, Scotty?
A little bit, but deservedly so.
Okay.
and this and this
Yeah.
stream
Well,
and this
definitely,
stream
everybody wants to see around.
and this stream has just hit an hour and a half.
Nice.
Wow.
Just hit.
That's 90 minutes for people who don't use the hourly system.
Yeah, 90 minutes. Yeah.
What's that in seconds? What's 90 times 60?
Not my job.
9 times 6, 600, 540, 5,400,
Jill
54,000.
could probably
be
figure
nuts.
that one to a fraction. But she's got her mic off, so.
Well, I have a calculator. I could do it if I wanted to. But
It's 60 times 9. I'm going something 540 with a couple of zeros.
sounds good. Anyway, but yeah, no. Well, and I'm glad that you got to get together with your cousin PvP.
Oh, yeah, it was great fun. Yeah. Yeah, we had a nice chat and drank some wine and drank some beers and watched some Christmas videos on their big screen TV and
Sweet.
yeah, I watched
Oh,
a Christmas
great.
movie and I ate 2 plates of turkey and potatoes and all that good stuff. You betcha. I didn't eat it. I didn't eat anything earlier in the day, so I had lots of room left. So it was so good. Oh, it was so good. Turkey gravy. Oh,
What you get? It's been
it's
a
like
bit.
food. It's like food
every-
porn Christmas dinner.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Oh,
you
now I'm
know, it's,
getting hungry.
it's a bit of a it's a bit of a funny thing every year at Christmas when it comes to Christmas lunch. Basically, what we get served for Christmas lunch. That's basically it. No, it's no what you don't get anything else.
You're
Okay.
done.
Like you get everyone basically gets the same helping as everybody else, and then and not anymore.
What? Not extra for Dalek? You come all the way from Skaro. You should get more than your brother.
I get lots of tamales. That's all that matters.
Nice.
You have tamales instead of
Yes.
turkey?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Oh wow! I need to find out about this.
Well,
I don't know
I had
nothing
roast.
about tamales.
I had roast beef.
Oh, well,
Roast
that's
beef.
good. That's good.
Roast
Not very traditional, but still good.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
Christmas.
actually-
Body even
I
carbs.
actually slept
roast
through-
beast.
I actually slept through most of Christmas Day.
Oh,
That's good. Yeah, because basically because I'd been up all night.
oh well, yeah, that happens too, I guess. Yeah.
That will do it. Although
Yeah.
sometimes you can be up all night and then you stay up the next day, and then by the end of the next day, you're like, now I'm really fucked. I'm going to stay up again and start tripping balls.
That reminds me, I want some coffee.
Staying awake for 3 days is basically a fully legal psychedelic. So, take it where you can get it, folks. LSD's illegal, but sleep deprivation ain't. I checked with the legal department.
How long would you have to stay awake for that to start to happen?
You start hallucinating after about 3 nights without sleep.
3 nights. I could
I've
never.
never gone that
No
long.
way. I could never do that.
Well, I'm
I mean,
not trying to do the 3
I've
nights,
gone a
I'm
while.
doing me.
I've gone a while without sleep, but not that long.
I mean, I'm probably exaggerating, which I shouldn't do. There's probably bits of, little bits of sleep, micro sleeps, but well, try it. Let me know. I mean, frankly, that's probably what helps with it. That's probably why I end up getting movies beamed into my head, and that's how I, where'd you get the ideas for your comic book, Captain? My diary in my head. So sleep deprivation is conducive to good writing. Well, you be the judge whether it's good writing, but writing it nonetheless.
And this seem. I noticed okay. Look at I noticed the chat seems to have been come
Dried
to a
up
halt.
quicker than Kathleen Kennedy's intro during a pitch meeting.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just come to a complete halt for a while now. Where was I with it? I read that one. Oh yeah, there was this one from you, Captain. The roads and the internet are virtually non-existent, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it's the balance.
I imagine it's a lot like Middle Earth.
Basically, if you want to live in the countryside and have roads and internet, then you've got to be a billionaire. So that's the compromise. I get the mountain view, but there's no roads and hardly any internet. But I'm happy enough.
Well, that's good. Well, if it's good enough for you, then that's good for you. Like this, like the Shire,
came out wrong.
but
I have
with,
exacting standards.
but with
No, I need
slower
more
Wi-Fi.
money for internet. Make me rich so I can have everything. I want roads, internet, and mountains. Shower me with money immediately, everyone.
Wow, murder. She wrote that. Yeah, Angela Lansbury. She died this year as well. Man, let's get some orcs to work on that Wi-Fi.
Someone's got to work on it. I tells you.
Then he says, Ameltique says, "Bummer, Scotty. Sorry."
Oh, it's no big deal, Admiral. Thank you so much for your concern, but it is the circle of life, as I've heard from Lions.
And then he says, 3 hours might different if there was an intermission. Yeah, okay, that's obviously talking about when we were talking about Avatar, which was quite a while ago. And that's it. That's the whole chat.
Come on, chat, do your bit. We're nothing without the chat. You know that.
There's been nothing in the chat for almost an hour.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the chat yet. Admiral Teague is in there.
Are you still out there, Admiral Teague?
Admiral, if you can hear us, send a ping now. Ping.
He's the last one that put anything in the chat, it looks like.
That is a true story.
Yeah, he is.
Actually, the only people I see on there are Admiral and Captain.
Yeah,
I don't see anybody else. Okay.
And the captain's not in the chat because the captain's
when I
here.
started,
I'm the captain.
When I started this, I was expecting a whole big crowd from your channel, but no, everyone sodded off.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet this week well, I guess I shouldn't say that. There were some live streams on
I blame Mr. Brown.
Oh, is he got something
Mr. Brown
going on?
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, Raquel is live as well, and Potato Revan's over with her.
Oh, jeez.
I'm looking at her chat now. Potato Revan's watching her, so he's not here. And
yeah.
Oh God, Mr. Brown's got the Time Prophet and quite a few people. Yeah. There's
so many channels now.
This sucks.
There's kind of a lot of live streams these days. You never know when to go on. Really, it's like.
Looks like Admiral Teague is still here. He's giving me like a waving pink hand emoji.
Delightful.
I've noticed that. Right? Have you noticed that? Like YouTube seems to have added a whole bunch of brand new emojis.
Oh yeah, I think maybe about a month ago, I noticed a whole pile of them. Yeah, they're all kind of weird ones, though. Really.
Yeah, they are weird.
I use them once in a while, but I usually just stick with the regular emojis.
Regular emojis.
No, the ones that have been around for years on here.
Yeah, I like the new weird ones. Confuse everyone.
I use them once in a while when the conversation seems to call for it.
Well, if I want to put my favorite emojis in the chat, I either have to do it through I have to do it straight through the YouTube website or use the emojis that come with my phone.
Actually, here's one of the new ones I use when Harvey's trying to escape his containment field on Friday Night Frolics.
Really?
I'll use this game over one. That seems to be suitable
Game over, man. Game over.
because he's
Game over,
almost
game over,
always
man.
escaped.
Game over.
Hey, doll, that's a pretty good Harvey, doll.
All right, thank you, Captain Infinity.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Daddy, I tell you what, doll, you and Tony, you could, when you get on, do your thing together, just do voice. Are brilliant. Entertain me more.
Well, I used to do that a lot back in school. I used to do impressions a lot.
Impersonate Harvey Cthulhu.
No, just. Oh man, I used to get quite a few people just gather around me and listen to me do these impressions I did of all these different characters from different shows.
Who's your most popular?
I wish I could. Oh, that's a shame. StreamYard won't let me.
Yeah,
Those
see
icons
it.
are so new that StreamYards can't pass them. Put your finger out, StreamYards. What are we paying for? Come on, do your job, StreamYards. Come on, do your job. Do your fucking job.
I suppose what I could do is I could share the YouTube chat on here.
It's just a
I've got to
game
figure
over
out
one.
how to do
I just put it on there so everybody knows which one I mentioned. So I guess none of the regular things are on this week. I noticed there was no Star Trek one on Jill's channel earlier today.
No, there was no. She actually said there wasn't going to be a
Okay.
one of her Star Trek streams this week.
Okay, I kind of figured Jill was taking some time off, so that's cool. I imagine she might be back on Friday, though. Hopefully.
No, apparently we are holding off until Monday for
you're
Pop
off
Culture
for this
Curators TAS.
Entire week until New Year. Okay. Well, I still don't work Monday and Tuesday next week, so I might be able to pop on.
Cool.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, I've got to figure out how to do that. Well done.
It's not that. It's well, basically, it's not. Well, it's not that. It's not. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you can do it on your phone. You can do it on if you on a you can do it on a computer. See what you do is you put the YouTube chat into a pop out window and then you just share that to StreamYard.
Yeah, I still got to figure out StreamYard. I guess to do live streams, do you have to do like a notice to StreamYard like ahead of time or something? I heard, or is that probably wrong information I got?
A notice to StreamYard?
Well, yeah, someone mentioned, I don't know if it was Gorilla or somebody said something about you had to give them you had to set up a time before you went live, but maybe I misheard. I don't know. Because I was actually thinking of maybe doing some live streams during the week, just, with some Christmas movies that I haven't watched yet kind of thing.
You mean like Die Hard?
I don't know if I'll do Die Hard, but
you mean
whatever ones I haven't watched yet. I was thinking I'd just go on Cosme and just send out.
If you mean like scheduling, a live stream, well, you can. Well, yeah, you can do that, but I don't like. I don't think you don't have to send a message to StreamYard.
Okay.
To StreamYard themselves. No, all you do is you just go to the dashboard.
Right.
Click create, select live stream, and it's actually creating a live stream in StreamYard is actually really easy. You'd be surprised how easy it is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to try that then because I wasn't sure, but I still got to set a few things up. I think I've got to change some settings on YouTube here too because I don't think at the present I'm set up to do live streams, but that shouldn't be too hard. I think I just have to go into my channel and tweak a couple of things. So that should be easy
Hmm.
enough. But yeah, I'd like to just test
Well,
it out. Just try some just do something like Christmas movies, and
well, one
I want to
thing.
watch them
Well,
anyway. So if nobody shows up, that's okay too.
right, yeah. Well, I think well, I think one thing you do have to do is I think you have to get your channel verified by YouTube to actually do live streams.
Yeah, there's some.
It
I
only
noticed.
takes 24 hours.
Oh, 24. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, as
but
soon
once
as you
you
set it up.
yeah, but once that's done and you get StreamYard set up, you can stream as much as you want very
All right.
easily.
You
Okay.
could stream right now if you wanted.
Yeah, you
So
could.
just YouTube, I noticed I think I had to
Well,
use
in
a
24
phone
hours,
number.
actually.
I had to use a phone number, and then they send you some passcode or something to enter, and that would activate live streaming
Yeah,
capability, I
something
guess, at
like
that
that.
point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
when you do that, that's just to make your channel better. Then you get a little check mark when you do your phone number with it.
Mm-hmm. But you do need that to set up live capability, don't you, Jill?
I don't
It looked
know
like it
if
when
I
I read it.
needed that
What, the
for
little-
live
what?
streaming. I just did it.
Oh,
What,
okay.
the little tick by your name on
There
YouTube?
was a separate box where you put in a phone number, and I think there was one additional piece of information they wanted, which shouldn't be too difficult to do. So I just haven't got around to doing it yet.
Well, there is a thing. Well, I'm not sure about that. There is a thing called double verification, which you can use, which is like an extra layer of protection
Double.
when you're
You need-
logging into YouTube. But
I don't think it's required to live stream. I think it's required if you ever want to be monetized ever.
yeah,
Well, I'm
that's
far away from that because
Yeah,
you
it's
need like
not for-
1,000 subs, don't you, for that?
you
Yeah,
do.
they're not
yeah.
easy to find.
Yeah, I ain't
But I
gonna
did
be
get one over.
monetized.
But I did get one over Christmas break. My cousin, I realized he likes Star Trek, so I said, "Hey,
Oh,
you like Star
Oh,
Trek?" Wait,
nice.
no, my nephew rather.
to get all his friends to sub to your channel too, Jill.
Hopefully, he said he'll share it around.
Cool.
And he works at Best Buy, so there's got to be some nerds there.
Oh, he could just start, mentioning it to every customer.
Yeah.
Just send out print out a little card with your channel, your YouTube
Right.
channel name, and just go, please sub. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know.
That's a great idea.
Is it? Okay.
I just have to design one.
Yeah, I'll just have to try set up something on the StreamYard dashboard and see what happens, and just experiment, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to be analog.
Yeah, I'm pretty much analog. I have trouble with digital stuff sometimes.
Basically, once you get your StreamYard account and you've linked,
Oh, yeah.
got your YouTube channel verified and linked your channel
right.
to StreamYard, then you're pretty much set to go.
Yeah, I got to sign up for an account because I just been using just the basic service. So yeah, I guess I have to do that. That shouldn't take too long, I suppose. Oh, I got to
Yeah.
do Twitter too. Darn, I was going to do that, and I didn't do that yet this weekend, even though it's Tuesday now.
Yeah,
Jeez.
pretty much. Unfortunately, the best way for YouTubers to connect is Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer not having to use Twitter at all, but I get it. I have to, if I want to get my streams noticed, I have to use it.
Well, if
right?
you're going to do a Cosme stream, that's the best way. I just go on some of you guys' Twitter channels and just say, hey, I'm here and I'm going to go on this time in this time zone, and if you want to show up,
Yeah, that's a much nicer way to do it. That way, you're not hounding people individually. Just
Yeah. And I
make
guess
it
I
a
would put my email
public
in there, so if people want to email me for the code
announcement.
to join, I guess would be the way to do it. I'm just all kind of trying to figure all this stuff out still.
Yeah, we understand.
But yeah, I got to
Okay.
watch some Christmas movies. Jeez, I haven't watched hardly any this week. I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood. It was weird, Sometimes Christmas just feels like another day,
Mm.
Well, I watched the Benedict Cumberbatch version of The Grinch, which was much better than I thought it was going to be.
He was the
And then
Grinch?
yeah, in the animated one.
Oh, animated. Okay,
Yeah,
I was
it was-
There was one-
picturing him actually as the Grinch.
There was an animated. There was.
I thought it
what-
was a little.
Hmm.
Well,
Sorry, Joe. Once, so, Jill, you saying something, or shall I say?
no,
what
I
was
just
saying
wanted
first?
to say that I thought that animated Grinch was kind of generic, but that's all.
Oh,
It's fine.
the
It's like
recent,
a movie. It's kind of cute, but
the more
I still
recent
prefer Boris.
CGI one.
oh, I always prefer the 30-minute.
Boris is the definitive
Actual-
version, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Worth.
But
My
that's
favorite.
like
I know
my-
it from front to back.
my
Did
sister
anybody-
brought over the animated, the CGI one, and I was like, "Oh, you brought the lame one," and she was like, "What do you mean it's lame? Have you ever seen it?" And I was like, "No." So she put it on, and there's me and my niece just cross-legged staring at the screen, and she's like, "Do you still think it's lame?" And I was like, "No, this is actually flashing lights in color. It's nice. I like it."
It's adorable.
It's cute. It's not as good as the original, but it wasn't as bad as I thought, and it certainly wasn't as grotesque as the live-action Jim Carrey one.
I don't mind that one.
That's not that. I can't stand that film. The Jim Carrey film. I absolutely cannot stand it. I think it's a disgrace to the story.
So he suffered in that costume for nothing because I hear that it was extremely uncomfortable.
As were the children around him.
As was the experience of the audience who watched it.
Yeah, all of the above. But and then after that, I watched Die Hard, and then I took a pause from Christmas and I watched Arena, and then I watched Lethal Weapon, the underrated action Christmas film.
Jeez. You're watching all the non-traditional Christmas films, then, are you, Scotty?
Have we met?
I just don't even want to get into the is Die Hard a Christmas movie.
I watched Die Hard too.
And
Of
yet
course
you
it
just
is.
have. It is. Get
It's
over it.
Christmas time.
I mean, Die Hard's a fun film, but I don't know.
He was at a Christmas party.
On
It
Christmas
takes
Eve.
place
Yeah.
at Christmas. How is it not a Christmas movie?
It ends with "Let It Snow." They sing "Ode to Joy." They say "Merry Christmas."
Oh
several
well,
times.
maybe it is. I haven't seen it in like 5 years, so I've forgotten.
If you'd prefer, Die Hard 2 is much more simply because there is snow.
It's a fun movie anyway. Whether it's a Christmas movie or not, it doesn't really matter.
Which
It's
it
still
is.
fun.
That's the right answer. It's a pointless debate. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
True. As long as you enjoy it.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, I don't have Christmas. I mean, what we watched 300 at Christmas. That's not really a Christmas movie, but that's what we watched.
Well, sometimes at Christmas,
Christmas.
yeah, you just need like an adventurous movie, and that's an adventurous movie.
Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah,
boy
it's
likes
like-
Ultraviolet.
Kind of like what I watched. The film I watched at on Christmas Day last year which was
The
Tell
Exorcist?
Kathleen Kennedy I'm not here.
No, it's Lindsay Ellis. I'll be back.
no,
Oh, I am
was-
here.
No, I watched.
I would take that call too.
The
I'll
film
take
I
that
watched
call.
on Christmas Day last year. I watched How to Train Your Dragon.
How do you train your dragon? Very carefully, I guess.
Yeah, it's a. Yeah, I mean I love that film and the way he goes about actually. Well, it's kind of a nice back and forth because he trains the dragon at the same time the dragon is training him. It's really fun.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's the animated movie, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I've
DreamWorks.
seen-
Yeah, how to
I've
train
seen
your
clips,
human.
but I haven't
maybe
actually seen it. Sounds like a fun film, though.
It is a fun. It's a really fun film.
I'll have to
Unless
see
you
if I
don't
can
like
find that one
dragons.
online.
How many legs has it got? 4.
Which what does the dragon in the film?
No, the banana in Star Wars. Yes, the dragon in the film How to Train Your Dragon. How many legs
Well,
does it have?
the Star Dragon, toothless. He does have 4 legs.
Just checking, because the dragons in Game of Thrones have got 2 legs. They're not dragons, they're wyverns. So there's no dragons in Dance of Dragons.
I suppose that makes. I suppose that makes the. That makes. What was Stonefly? What kind of dragon was Stormfly again? She was a natter, a deadly natter. No.
I'll have to check my monster manual. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, the different types of dragons in this film, they had really weird names. You had you had the deadly natter, you had the hideous zippleback, you had the gronkel.
There's a cream for that.
And another one was called the monstrous nightmare.
Yeah.
But of course the dragon, the star dragon, Toothless, he's got the coolest name for a dragon I think of any. He's called a Night Fury.
Night Fury.
Yeah, Night Fury.
That could be a pun. Is that because he gets angry after dark, or he's just really not happy with guys in silver suits of armor trying to kill him? Or her?
Well, I think
Aggressive chivalry.
Well, I think the name comes from the fact that he's completely black and that basically if he's flying at night, he's basically he's like the dragon version of a stealth bomber. He's almost
the B2 dragon.
Oh boy! So what kind of payload was he dropping there, Dalek? Oh my!
Hey, Snortopoopus.
Hey, Snortopoopus.
Hey,
Snorty.
Let me do it properly. Snortopoopus. Cuber.com.
.com. You got the .com. Hi, Snortopoopus.
Hey, Snortopoopus. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, well,
Every human.
basic. So yeah, like I said, he's Toothless. The way Toothless attacks he's fast and he strikes hard. He's
like a stealth bomber.
and if he's flying at night, he's practically invisible because of
like a stealth bomber.
like a stealth bomber.
So does he also go faster than the speed of sound? I don't know.
Well,
How fast is a stealth bomber?
he's very fast as well. So yeah, very fat, fast, practically invisible at night, and he fires off little balls of plasma, which is so it's like
Plasma. Is that like napalm?
Well, it's a property of matter.
But yeah, he's supposed to be like Toothless is like the most feared of all the dragons, but and the main character of the film accidentally he's how do I put it? The base all the I'm getting mixed up. Sorry. Yeah, the film follows this boy called Hiccup, and yeah, no, funny name, but he comes from a tribe of Vikings, and
Hiccup the Viking. That's actually quite catchy.
And while all the other Vikings are big and strong and great fighters and excellent at killing dragons, Hiccup is the exact opposite of all that. He's small, he's shrimpy, and because of that, he's an outcast in his own tribe. Even his own dad is ashamed of him. And and his dad's the chief of the tribe. So what does that tell you?
That this story ends with Santa asking Hiccup to guide his sleigh tonight? Sorry, I zoned out. You were talking about dragons. Please continue.
That's probably not exactly, but probably what's going to happen is what I was going to ask is if this hiccup is on a hero's journey. but
I think
you made it funnier.
I think. Well, I think yeah. He kind of it's it's a hero's journey mixed with mixed with a son, the journey of a son trying to earn the respect and love of his father, and he's
2 hours.
oh, we just hit 2 hours, yeah.
Hey.
Now starting hour 3.
Yay.
The greatest dragon movie of all time is Reign of Fire. Changed my mind.
Haven't
Fire.
seen it.
I should probably not say any more about the film. I thoroughly recommend you go and watch How to Train Your Dragon. It's a really fun film.
Well, I was pleasantly surprised by Grinch, so yeah, I'll give. I think I should open my mind up to a couple more animated movies instead of poo-pooing them. You know, I still haven't even seen The Lion King, and I just acquired it, and I have to watch it.
You've
soon.
you've never seen The Lion King.
I have no
I've never
reason to
seen
lie to
Lion
you.
King.
I wore out
neither.
the Lion King VHS when I was a kid.
Fair enough. I was kind of I was a contrarian in my youth, if you could believe it. And
Really?
No
Oh, I
way.
never believed that, Scotty.
so
The Lion King is one of my all-time favorite movies, despite what you say about Disney.
I
It just
actually
is.
haven't seen it either, I must admit.
yay, I'm not alone.
There's
Nope.
3 of us that haven't seen it.
Oh man.
I mean, I know it's supposed to be this great classic, but I don't know. I just haven't got around to it. you
Well,
know?
it makes sense, Dalek. We're about the same age.
It's
You're
been
just a bit
over.
younger.
It's a film. It's been not got around to it. It's been around since 1994, almost
Oh, when are you going to watch Battle of the
for
Planets?
28 years.
That's been around since 1976.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're the same age as my little brother. So yeah,
Darl,
I
you got
used
to
to
get some
watch
Battle of the
Lion King with my little brother a lot.
Darl, Battle of the Planets. You got to get at least 3 episodes down. Yeah, I'm never going to let you live it down. Otherwise, every day I'm going to be on you. Get that Battle of the. Will someone please buy Battle of the Planets for Dalek for Christmas or something?
Oh, all right,
You-
all right. I'll watch Battle of the Planets. I will.
I mean, you don't have to. I quite enjoy taking the piss at you, but you know, you're the anime fan.
Yeah, and you won't stop saying I'm not an anime fan until I've seen it.
Well, it's Battle of the Planets. It's like saying I like science fiction, but what's this Star Wars and Blade Runner you keep talking about?
Well, Star Wars is more of a science fantasy or space fantasy.
That's true, but you tell that to the Time Prophet, you won't hear a jar of it. But you're
Oh,
absolutely
really?
right.
Why is that?
Because he doesn't understand terminology or how to
I
put
was
things
never
into
gonna-
categories.
Well, you can enjoy a genre without having seen everything. I
I've
haven't
never
seen
been.
everything.
I've never
yet.
been a. I wasn't. Look, I liked Star Wars enough, but I was never a huge fan of it.
You'd love Battle of the Planets. It's an
Well, I
anime.
heard- See, it's interesting because my fandom for Star Wars has sort of waned. I still hold the original trilogy very dear to my heart, and the prequels I enjoy, but I haven't watched them in a while. And I saw a show talking about movies that you've seen so many times that you just don't revisit them anymore. Not that you don't like them, but it's just
Yeah.
if you go
Yeah.
back, there's nothing new to find.
Yeah. I finally had that the last time I watched it. I actually had that. I was like, okay, this is it now. But now also with all the now I've deconstructed, I've actually gone off them. Lucas is a talentless hack. He got lucky twice.
Well,
Surrounded
I
by
agree.
geniuses.
Lucas used to be really good, but he is turned into a hack. It's like
D-
Spielberg.
Disney has done a weird thing of making the first 6 movies look good, but at the same time expose them for the. Basically, there was one good movie, even Empire. I'm going right off. You know, Cliffhanger with a 3-year wait, incest porn. Forget it. He was making the whole shit up as he went along. It's bullshit. He's retconned his own movie from day 1, from day 2. So Star Wars. The correct viewing order for Star Wars is Star Wars, and that's it. Just give up, go home. Don't even bother watching Empire. Because then you're going to watch Jedi. And the one
Well,
thing
that
that Patty and
simplifies
I
it.
really agree on, Jedi fucking sucks. Even
agree.
3PO's going, here we go again.
Yeah, I still like the first 2 films, but I would agree with you, Captain. Jedi was a big big letdown.
Yeah,
It
it
really
was.
did suck pretty bad. I
Yeah.
couldn't stand those damn Ewoks. I mean, talk about merchandising teddy bears. Like,
Merchandising.
Jesus.
They should have gone with Wookiees as first
They
instinct.
should have. Yeah, totally no
See?
brainer. If they got with Wookiees, it actually might have been a good movie.
Yeah. There's so many. I ended up actually thinking, rather than being negative, how I'd improve it. You could have had some stormtroopers on Dagobah, so rather than Luke doesn't complete the training because Yoda can't be fucked and everyone's bored, they could have had some stormtroopers arriving and a dramatic tension. Now Luke can't complete the training because Yoda's been murdered. Now that would have been a story.
Oh,
wouldn't
that
it?
would have been dramatic. Yeah.
See? There you go. That's how you do screenwriting, George Lucas.
Yeah. But of
And the
course, I
biggest
mean,
twist I came up with in the original Star Wars, you know when they're on the Death Star, you know that big Death Star they land on the Death Star, you know that Death Star thing, that
Heard
big
of it.
round thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you know the
remember that.
Millennium, they're in the Falcon and they're hiding in the Falcon. I never thought I'd be smuggling myself. Picture that scene, but what you should have is then, and then I love the way that Chewie's getting like a neck rub from Han, but then Luke should come out and go, "Hey, what's this spice? Property of Jabba the Hutt? What the fuck is this, Han? He never dumped the spice. He was tricking Jabba. You fucking genius, son. Now that would make Star Wars a good movie. You're welcome, George Lucas. In my version of Star Wars, it made Han even cooler. No, okay. He never ditched the spice. He lied about ditching the spice. No, I thought that was a working genius myself.
No, you talk about Hondo, right?
Hondo, yes, Hondo.
Hondo Calrissian. Yeah,
No Han Solo. Who the fuck is Han?
I'm sorry.
Is that like Neelix? Did Han Solo get stuck in a transport?
Oh, dear God.
Sorry. Oh God.
Actually, I found out that Hondo,
Not
actually, you're on
Neelix.
this many true words spoken in jest. I found out only quite in the last couple of years the whole existence of Lando Calrissian was Harrison Ford refusing to commit to Return of the Jedi. So Lucas was like, right, I'm going to fucking write you out the thing. If you don't sign up, you're dead.
Lando Calrissian. Oh, I got that
Replaced by
wrong.
Lando.
Damn it.
So Hondo
why-
was the thing. Lando was basically there to replace Harrison Ford.
So that's why
That's
they put
why
him in
he went
with
carbonite.
the end.
Okay. Makes sense now.
Yeah, it's one of those like, oh. So it's all. I mean, all the good things about Empire Strikes Back was to cover up the fact that Harrison Ford refused to sign up for Jedi. The whole thing on Cloud City, that was all because of Harrison Ford, not George Lucas.
Yeah, Harrison Ford does seem to have that reputation of being a bit of a dick, really.
That's the funny thing. He was a dick, but his dickish, selfish behavior made Empire Strikes Back good. That's the amazing thing. Being
yeah.
a dick saved the movie. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes.
I wish
things
we're on
just work out
YouTube
that
with
way.
these insights. If only we had an audience to listen to this amazing insider information about the Empire Strikes Back. Oh well, never mind.
Speaking of the audience, Snortopus says, "Oh, all right, that one. Hello again, every human." Oh, he's called something's caught him by surprise. He said that then you President Valley Picker, you say, "Hey, Snorty," and then
Well, that's what he puts every time someone says his name. The way you said it, he puts those exclamation points.
And then dragons are just irritable lizards with heartburn.
Sounds plausible.
I guess
Sounds like
that's
me.
one. I guess that's one way of putting it. Yeah. And in my, this is his latest one. In my version of Star Wars, Luke and Leia have raised a breed of inbred children and moved targets. Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
Perfect.
Oh
That
my
was the
God.
first by George Lucas.
Well, it's more original than Jedi, anyway. I still can't forgive Lucas for creating Jar Jar Binks, though. That was kind of the beginning of the end for me with Star Wars.
Last time I saw episode 1 in theaters, I saw it with friend's grandson.
Okay.
And I was of the same opinion in regards to Jar Jar Binks, but this kid ate Jar Jar up, absolutely howled every time he was on screen. And so that was the moment where I was like, hey, maybe this is, for kids. You'll take a little Jar Jar slapstick so you can get to some senatorial debate.
Yeah, well, I got the feeling the movie is for kids because I was bored out of my mind watching that thing. Actually,
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah. What was
Celebrate
with the
is pretty
senatorial
cool.
debate? Were they trying to be Star Trek? What's going on?
I don't know. I do not know, but it has grown on me over the years.
yeah,
And I love Jedi,
I think I like the following couple of prequels more than the first one.
as do I. I could agree with that wholeheartedly.
Not that I don't think any of the prequels come up to like the first two films, but
I'm no good
Fair
with
enough.
they're a
those.
lot better than the ones that have Disney's done.
Well, it's so funny because what was it? I was looking on a Facebook group that I'm a part of, and they have similar opinions in terms of everything that Disney has touched since the acquisition of Star Wars and whatever else they bought recently, and the generation of the MCU and all that jazz. And then so that's like 4 or 5 posts on a Facebook page on a group. And then the next one is, hey, everybody, look, they have these steel books for the animated Disney films. Should we buy them? And they're all like, yay. And it's like, well, your boycott of Disney's going really well, guys.
Well, since I was never invested really in Star Wars to begin with, outside the original 3 movies,
Well, yeah.
I just quit after The Last Jedi, and I haven't watched anything past that.
Yeah, I think I have. I've got the episodes 1 through 6, and then I've got the original theatrical cuts for the episodes. Well, actually, as Cap would prefer it, for Star Wars, and then
Nice.
Empire Strikes
If it's
Back.
called A New Hope,
And
you
Return
know
of
it
the
ain't dope.
Well, and I've got the theatrical cut for Star Wars on DVD.
Did you get the double DVD sets they put out about 10 years ago or so, Scotty? Then with the 2.
That was
discs
that
and
was the last time.
original?
That is, I mean, forget Jar Jar. The
Yeah,
biggest
'cause I've
crime
got those
George
too.
Lucas because Star Wars ain't available. It's never been released on Blu-ray, never on 4K, and never on legal
Yeah.
download. Never, not
It
once.
sucks. You should release
DVDs
it.
once. And that he should be put in prison for that shit. No, wait, apparently the Library of Congress, asked George Lucas for his copy of Star Wars for permanent record in the Library of Congress,
Right,
and he tried
right.
to give him the new versions, the specialized edition. The Library of Congress told Lucas to fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fans.
We don't want your
are
shit.
not
Give us the
into
original
that
good ones, Lucas. You
revised.
fucking cheapskate.
Well, and
Yeah,
even worse
The original.
is
Yeah.
the work print, the original work print before the second round of editors came in for Star Wars. That apparently has been digitized, and it is at Skywalker Ranch. Like, they have it. They're just never going to release it.
So he's even lying
Yeah.
about the fact he doesn't have it. So there you go.
Lucas is.
So there you go. Star Wars 77 unavailable legally. That is just
Sounds greedy.
Lucas, you're off the creative roll for forever.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm glad I've
It's a
got
crime.
copies with the 2 disc sets with the second disc that has the original
Yeah.
first and second films. I mean, they might not be like super duper Blu-ray or anything, but they're still watchable and
For sure.
they're better than nothing, right? So
That's
you can get Blu-ray quality, if not 4K, illegally. Apparently,
yes.
because that's the market. If George Lucas won't release them, that's the thing. If Disney wants to make money, they should release the original Star Wars. I know.
Yeah.
See, even the geese are getting excited.
You have chicken and geese
And
How many
turkeys.
and turkeys.
Yeah. Well, the
yeah.
chicken. One of the chickens has adopted some of the turkeys. They're bigger than she is, and they still think she's her mum. Their mum.
That's funny.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Studio B. This is the ex-wife's place. So she's got the. Well, it's not really a farm, but let's just say we didn't have to go shopping for the Christmas turkey.
Everybody, I'm gonna step away from the mic for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay, everyone
okay,
say
we'll be
nothing.
here. All right, let's all clam up.
And let's hope that Dalek wipes from front to back.
Oh snap!
Yes, that is the proper way.
That is the proper way.
Really?
I don't want to advise anybody to do
Yeah.
anything
That's
that would be
don't get into
unhygienic.
that because there's amazing how everyone assumes there's only one way of doing it. You stand up or sit down.
Well, sometimes you have a bidet.
Exactly, that's the real answer.
That's the best way. I don't have one. I should though. After the whole toilet paper thing, everyone should buy a bidet.
I got a
Toilet
super
paper
soaker.
thing? What's the toilet paper thing? This sounds
Well,
intriguing.
When everyone pulled up toilet paper like it's going out of fashion.
Oh, that.
yeah, during the pandemic when everybody
That
was
was
buying toilet
crazy.
paper instead of food.
That was crazy. Like the stores were empty for like a month with no toilet paper. Thank God I had bought a few packages, but that was nuts. Yeah, I remember that.
It
Wow.
was stupid.
Yeah, I learned from that.
Well, they
Now-
should
now
have
I've
just
always
put a
got- now-
limit. They should put a limit of like 2 packages per person or something. Like,
Should and
No,
Star
they
Wars
did,
should
they
be
did.
available.
They started
And-
to put limits, and then whole families would come in and one after the other get the limit, and then
and of course,
walk
you could
out,
just-
and then come back in.
you could just go to half a dozen different supermarkets too.
God.
Nobody would know, right? So, yeah.
I
It's pretty
witnessed
hard.
lots of terrifying things.
was the lesson. As soon as they try and, that's how easy it is to break capitalism. As soon as the supply chain starts getting fucked up, no one knows what to do, and that's how easy it is to
Well, that's
fuck up
what's
everything.
scary
Make
is
it-
that you can frighten people
Yes.
to do insane things pretty easily.
That was the great lesson about the coup, just how quickly, and that all the Kiwi Nazis started coming out of the woodwork. Oh, you must all have your compulsory jabs. Fucking Kiwi Nazis. That's worse than Illinois Nazis.
Yeah, it was never compulsory here, as far as I know. Thank goodness. I mean, people.
Well,
had
it
the
wasn't
option,
compulsory to the point where they forced you down and beat you up, but it was basically we had a 2-tier system. We actually had apartheid here. You couldn't
Yeah,
go
okay.
to certain
Well,
shops
in
without your
Canada-
fucking papers. You know, like Nazi Germany, Jacinda Ardern, like literally like Nazi Germany. Well done, New Zealand.
Right? Well, it wasn't like
Fucking
that here,
fucks.
but
Well, it was here.
Literal.
Good for you.
well, I mean, here it was like they recommended if you wanted to get the jab, you could, and they made it available, but nobody ever hassled
Ahem.
about getting it. So
Well, I'm telling
just
you, I
got-
want
I
everyone
got
to
the
know.
first
That's
two
New
bad.
anyway.
Hey,
New
I
Zealand
got the first
turned
two,
into
and I had
Let's all
zero
talk at the same
symptoms.
time.
So
All right, as long as you're talking, then don't worry about it.
and
I'm
I'm
not-
drinking
okay,
coffee.
okay, everyone, stop. I heard.
Collaborate and listen.
yeah, we
That's
better all
back
shut
with
up.
brand
We're
new
getting, we're
edition.
getting testy here.
What's going on?
I was listening, and I was listening to you. I was listening into you all while I was out of the room, and
Uh-oh.
frankly, I was not happy with what I was hearing.
I'm sorry, Mom.
I was not.
Sorry, Mom.
I'm sorry too.
Yeah,
It's
we
my
should be more
fault. I brought it
respectful.
up.
My channel is not a place for real world or political crap.
Well, it was just a thing that affected people, but sorry about that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
started talking about
very
wiping
happy
your
not
bum
to
and got onto
discuss
toilet
politics
paper
or religion.
or sex. I know sex is
I,
allowed.
I felt like we were general about it, but I'm sorry, Dalek.
I thought we were just joking around.
It won't happen
Yeah, I
again.
was.
Yeah, I didn't mean anything I said. Well, apart from New Zealand being an apartheid state, that fucking happened.
I am drinking coffee that tastes like cinnamon roll.
Delicious.
Wow. Were you
All
dipping
right,
cinnamon
so-
rolls in your coffee
Okay,
earlier?
okay, maybe I overreacted a little.
I like
Yeah,
it when you overreact a little.
you
I
have
tell you what, I mean, Doomcock's
the
known
right.
for his rant. Dalek, I'd like to take this opportunity to say your rant about humanity. I fucking love it. I want to put that in my story. You could have been reaching the stars, but you can't even get your toilet paper organised. You fucked it up. Brilliant. That vintage Dalek.
I like it too. It's good to know what you want and
I don't
to
think I
go
saw
for
that
it.
one yet. I agree, though. We should have had a bloody city on the moon like 30 or 40 years ago, for crying out loud. I still don't know why we don't, because that would be very cool.
Because we can't
And they
even
could-
organise toilet paper, that's why.
Yeah, well,
because this
NASA
world's
kinda
being
went-
because this entire world is a lunatic asylum where the inmates
NASA.
have taken over.
Well, NASA doesn't have toilet paper because they definitely went to shit.
Oh,
Well, let's face it, NASA's a shell of what they were back in the 60s.
Thanks, Obama.
What if we would never went
well,
to the
he
moon
actually-
or
Obama.
Mars?
It's
He
everybody's
actually did
everybody
kill the
from
Orion
Nixon
project.
onward, I think.
Yeah, he
Sorry,
killed the
Jill.
projects. No, he did. No, but you say that, but he actually did kill the projects that were going to have us create capsules that were going to go to Mars.
To be fair, Obama was quite happy to kill children in drone strikes, so why not kill a project too?
I said it with a lilt so that it wouldn't come off as a serious thing because I don't want to
Well,
get hit with a rolled up
has-
newspaper by Dalek again.
Has
I
any,
do. I like it when Dalek gets angry.
has any
Wha-
president in the last 50 years actually supported NASA wholeheartedly?
Well, I don't.
I can't think of one.
Oh, 50 years.
Space
You're right.
Force.
Ever since the 70s, I mean, Tricky Dick Nixon was more concerned about keeping his presidency than doing anything for NASA, I think.
Yeah, I know he even negotiated with the North Vietnamese, but anywho.
But
Well,
that's where
Nixon did
private-
open things with China, which doesn't seem like a great idea anymore.
That's where private space
Oh,
endeavors
jeez.
are coming.
Anyway, no more. I'm not going to say anything more about politics. Sorry, Dalek.
I like Chinese.
Look,
Oh, jeez.
I like
Toby
their
Two.
tiny little
Toby Two.
trees.
Toby Wong.
I was gonna. All right. After that, I was gonna see if maybe take the stream up to 3 hours. But
Come on, doll, let's do it.
Oh, come on,
doll.
We're sorry. We didn't mean to, get political.
Let's
that's what
bring
happens
it
with
back
these
to
free
important
forward
topics
streams.
like
People
lesbian
start
threesomes.
yakking and it goes all over the place. But no more politics.
They're Zen. They're ping
What
pong.
about sex?
All
They're
right.
yin and
All
yang.
right. Yeah. All right. Okay. But again, remember that's the rule for this channel. No politics.
Sounds good.
I mean, if you want to talk politics, there's plenty of other channels you can go up where.
No,
where
I
that can
agree.
hap- where that can
I hate
happen.
talking politics on live streams. I just basically I'm at the point now. I've been in a few where people start getting very political, and I'm just gonna, when it gets that bad, I'm just gonna say bye from now on. So I mean, we're nowhere near what I've experienced on a few live streams lately,
It's
though.
not good. I don't get it. I haven't gotten into that many conversations about politics, but whenever I have, it's not. It has not been fun at all.
Same
What would
here.
you like to talk
It
about?
has not-
Yeah, I was on one a little while back, and I won't mention any channel names, of course, but yeah, I got into it, and then I listened to everybody else going on for like an hour, and it was getting really kind of totally not my cup of tea, so to speak. So I just left after a while. I said, thanks, have a nice evening, and I was gone. It was like, no, I don't want to listen to that stuff.
Oh, in the chat, Admiral Teague says the moon is very, very radioactive. That's probably
Really?
why there's no city.
What?
I never heard
Very,
that
very
before.
radioactive.
Well, at least it's not protected because there's no atmosphere. So any of the
Oh, from
rays,
space,
yeah,
Well, radiation is all around
from the sun.
space.
Yeah. Well, they
But
could shield that, though.
with
That's a-
what?
I mean,
Asbestos?
Couldn't they shield it? There must be some kind of
radiation.
way they can, shield
Yeah, I mean,
people
it's
from
not. Radiation doesn't go away. Radiation never goes away, does it? It's always there. It's just always. Most of the time, usually it's just at a level. It doesn't. It's harmless.
They'd
They
have to
can
figure it out, I
Put
guess.
lead in the hull of the ship.
Well, they do in the spacesuits, don't they? Insulate them from radiation when they're doing their little walks outside the capsules and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Of
if
course,
you're
that's
on,
short time, I guess.
if you're on the moon and there's no protective sort of atmosphere around that satellite, then you'd have to wear it all the time if you're going to be there for a long period of time.
Thing
This
though,
is why
Scotty,
when I had a dream about being on the moon, there were little domes all over the place with greenhouses and stuff. But it
Yeah.
was just a dumb dream.
well, the thing is,
But that's what you need is some kind of
We saw
enforcement.
something.
Have you had a dream that came true?
Saw something a bit like that, and
Not really.
yeah, I've seen plenty.
Oh.
I've seen.
I think I have, but I can't remember.
Pretty weird when it happens, eh?
I've seen shows and films with things like that. Bases or little cities on the moon. is anyone ever here? Anyone here familiar with any of Jerry Anderson's Super Mario Nation shows like Thunderbirds
yeah.
and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
I
I love
haven't. I
Captain
haven't.
Scarlet.
I've
That's
only
one of my
gotten so
favorite
far.
shows.
as
Who,
info.
yeah, I was about to ask who's here. Who here has seen Captain Scarlet?
Captain Scarlet is awesome. I love that show. I saw it like maybe 30 years ago on TV, and I've got some DVDs around here somewhere of it. It's a great show.
Oh, it's a fantastic show. Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
when
I
I
love
was
that show.
when I was a kid, me and my brother we were obsessed with those shows: Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Stingray. We absolutely loved those shows because like we discovered that these old videos of the shows they repeated them on the BBC back then, and we got the DVDs, we got dolls, we got toys, we got all kinds of stuff to do with Thunderbirds and Captain
Yeah, I've seen
Scarlet.
all of
We
those.
really loved it.
I actually remember when I was a kid, like a little kid, my local TV channel showed Fireball XL5 in the afternoons after I got home
Oh,
from school.
I've never
And that's
actually
a long time ago.
I've never actually seen Fireball XL5.
I think it was black and white, and it's quite
It-
primitive
it-
by
Oh
the
yeah,
standards
yeah.
of the later shows, Dalek. But it was fun. It was a
Oh
fun
yeah.
show. Of
Yes,
course,
it
I was
was.
only
But
like 6 years old, so I wasn't too much critiquing it as just sort of pouring it all in my brain, But it was fun.
yes, yeah, it was in black and white, and yes, it didn't look quite as good as some of the later stuff, like especially when he went into his first color series with Stingray.
Right, Stingray. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean,
it was still fun. It was a fun show.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I mean, one of the very first I have seen like the very first show, the first Super Mario Nation show he did. Has anyone seen Supercar?
That's one I have not seen. Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah,
I think Joe 90 is another one I have never seen yet.
I haven't seen Joe 90 either.
I've seen the main ones though, like Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet. I think.
Everybody's seen Thunderbirds.
Yeah, that was the probably biggest hit he had, right? For the
It
Mary
was.
Mary Nation.
Thunderbirds was massive. Yeah.
Yeah, it was even big here in Canada. I remember it was like years ago when we used to have good channels before they filled them full of garbage. I mean, I can remember there was one channel, I think it was called YTV, stood for Youth Television, and they were back on like the 80s and 90s, and they used to show Thunderbirds every weekend for,
Oh,
they'd
fantastic.
show like 4 or 5 hours of them on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah.
That's
great.
great. A whole marathon of Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah, it was a kind of a worldwide hit, I think, actually.
Yeah, it was, especially, and yeah, it was when it first. It was a huge hit when it first came out. And it was even big, just as big a hit when it was re-released later, years later, like
Yeah.
the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah, when we got it back in the 90s or whatever, it was, in syndication, obviously, at that time. So stations could just, show episodes whenever they wanted to, basically, I guess.
I mean, they had like the show had like 2 seasons. They had like 26 episodes for like the first season, and only 6 episodes for like the second, and then they had 2 movies. Like,
Oh, was that short a run? Gee, I thought there were more than that. Wow, that's not
yeah,
many
I know.
episodes there.
Believe it or not, the original run of Thunderbirds wasn't that long.
Wow, that's just over like 32 episodes or something. Then.
I think it's about that many. Hang on. Let me just check for a second. Let's see. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I was right. 26 episodes. Only 26 episodes for the first season, 6 for the second. So yeah, it only had as a whole 32 episodes, which wasn't.
Yeah, I thought it had like 50 or something. Jeez.
Yeah, no, it was very short for such a classic show.
Yeah, that's weird.
It
Wow.
was very
Well, I love UFO, so I should watch the rest of Jerry Anderson.
That's
Oh,
around
awesome.
26 episodes too, I think, Jill.
Yes,
That was one season.
yeah. I
I
need
thoroughly
to finish watching those episodes. On my
I thoroughly
time.
Well-
thoroughly recommend that you do watch some more of Jerry Anderson's stuff, especially Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet.
You know, Jill,
the-
you could do a tea time about UFO one of these weeks.
Well, yeah, I've been doing other movies and stuff.
You're not
But
doing
every
one this
once
Friday,
in a while,
though?
I should do. No, not that. Well, no, not this Friday. If I
Okay.
have a show this Friday, it'll be for fun. But who knows?
Oh, well,
I
if,
have
you,
no
if you
idea.
do, send me an email. As
Mhm.
always, let me know.
I mean, the
I always enjoy the freeform ones too. They're always fun.
original reason I
Yeah.
asked about the Jerry Anderson stuff is because I'm sure you know this, Pleasant Valley Pick, yeah,
PvP.
I'm sure you know this PvP, but in like two of the episodes of Captain Scarlet, they do go to the moon, and they,
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I kind of forgot. I know they go. Was it to Mars on the first episode where they encountered?
the
Martian.
very at the beginning of the very first episode, we see a mission to Mars, and that's where they first encounter the Mysterons, and that's how they destroy their city, and that's when the Mysterons declare their war on Earth.
Yeah, that starts the whole
To-
premise of the series off. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there was one I remember they were on the moon. I don't remember two, but as I say, I probably haven't watched the show. It's been probably 5 years.
Futurama had a moon base. They had a theme park there.
Yeah, that was so
They
weird.
did.
Futurama was a great show, but it's been like canceled 2 or 3 times
was.
now, and they keep
It's
bringing
been
it back.
it's been
It's
canceled.
coming back again.
Yeah, I
it's
heard
been-
that.
It's been canceled at least twice.
You know what gets me?
And
is
then
I
they
always
did a
thought
radio show.
Futurama
first-
is way better than The Simpsons, and The Simpsons been going for like 35 years or some bloody thing now. And I tuned out of The Simpsons, like back in 2000 and something, and I just got bored with it.
I know exactly what you mean. The Simpsons is just it's just running on it. It's on its last legs now. They just won't let it end.
I know.
Yeah, I loved it so much when I was a
But
kid.
you don't
I
have
kind
to
of-
watch it, you know.
No, I haven't
Yeah.
watched it in like 20 years.
Exactly.
I remember
Mhm.
like when it started. When it started back in 1989 or something.
1989. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first probably 3 or 4 years it was on. It was hilariously funny. I mean, it was goofy. It was weird. It was like it felt like really kind of counterculture then. Even the way it was drawn was somewhat
sure.
different in the early seasons.
Oh yeah.
And I still remember one where Homer Simpson, Bart. It was a skateboard episode. Bart had discovered the joys of skateboarding back then, right?
Right,
Around
and it became
1990.
a signature sport.
It was hilarious, but Homer thinks, "Oh, this looks easy," like watching Bart do it. So he decides he's going to go skateboarding. He decides to try and jump across a canyon or something.
Oh,
Well, yeah, because
the jump. Oh, everyone loves the jump across the gorge. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna make it. This
I'm
is
gonna
the
make
greatest
it.
day
I'm
of
gonna
my
make
life.
it.
I'm king
I'm
of
not
the
gonna make it.
world.
I'm not gonna make it. Ah! Crash.
And it wasn't just one crash. The thing is that he kept getting hit over and over,
Kept
and he
bumping
thought it
his
was
head
going
on
to
the cliff.
stop. But it
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly,
stopping.
Jill.
Yeah, exactly. And then he gets put into the alleys and crashes into the tree. He goes down the gorge again.
Oh yeah, that's probably my favorite sequence from the whole series. Actually, I just love that
That's just
episode.
the best moment in The Simpsons by
It was
far.
a classic. It really was.
In The Simpsons.
Well,
Yeah,
growing up with
you know what
it,
killed it was when
I
they
just
started
kept-
getting celebrities.
I enjoyed it up until season 13.
Okay, well, you lasted longer than
Well,
me.
I
Jill.
realize.
I did. I realized
Well, as
recently
far
that
as
I
I'm
lasted a
con-
lot longer than a lot of people.
There is
As
a
far as-
theory that there's one specific season where it turns.
Okay,
to
I gotta
custard
go,
because of
guys.
YouTube.
Oh, you
Bye.
gotta go. Oh,
Okay, Jill.
Oh, you have
Okay,
to
Jill,
go,
it was
Jill.
fun.
Yeah,
Have
see
fun.
ya.
We'll see you soon.
I'll
Bye.
see you soon. Bye bye.
See ya.
No, we're probably gonna keep. Oh well. I'm probably gonna keep going for this. Oh, she's gone.
You gotta be
Probably
quick.
had family duties to perform with the kids or something.
Well. Anyways, I was saying, I think I'm probably going to keep this going for at least maybe another half an hour. So
Sounds good. I should probably put some supper on in about 30 minutes anyway, so that would be perfect, actually.
Actually, that'd be good for me because if the weather holds, which it isn't at the moment, we'll go into the lake.
Yeah, what time is it there?
Very nice.
No
It's like-
idea. Scotty, what time is it here?
You must be
Gay?
like a lot of hours ahead. 5:19.
I'm 6 months ahead. It's
5:19
June,
in the
though. It's a
afternoon
baking
here.
hot June PvP.
I mean, a 24-hour, day. Well, you're a day ahead anyway, Captain. So-
I'm 6 months ahead. It's the middle of frickin' summer.
Well, talk about time travel. Jeez, it actually
know,
exists.
That's why I'm doing a New Year's special. So I'm going to prove the point because I'm going to be
Oh.
broadcasting from 2023 to you guys in 2022. That's
Oh,
proving
that'll be
I am
good.
6 months ahead.
I will have to note that and try and pop on for a little while.
No, that would be weird and fun.
And it's going to happen
Yeah,
in just
yeah.
a few days. And I'll tell you what, I've got something planned. Once I need to get 500 subs in a week. I mean, 500. And if I get to that, you're going to get a special treat.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Well, I subbed a while ago, so I can't sub again.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it's too
Well,
bad they don't let us sub multiple times to each other's channels. That would help out a lot.
Yeah.
I
that
know
would-
I'm so obsessed with subs. It's listeners that count. It's the humans and the bears listening to your show. I only care about subs because other channels care about subs, I realise. Subs are actually quite meaningless.
Did
Yeah, as long as you're getting-
Did you hear that? It's not a boob. It's not a boob. Did you hear that? He said humans and the bears. That's the listening. Those are the ones who matter.
Yeah, that's right. What,
He's
you gotta
thinking
think
of
about
you,
the bears?
Snorty.
I don't want to be speciesist now, do I?
No, of course not.
Well, Snorty is kind of a regular on a lot of live streams, so
He is.
we kind of love Snorty.
We love the
This show-
poopy.
Yeah, he shows up everywhere.
Not that I like poopy because he's witty and funny. There's plenty of people that show up on plenty of shows. And I wish they'd just fuck off.
Yeah.
He's just a big cuddly bear.
Unless you got really cuddling with him, then he'd eat you.
Yeah.
Those polar bears are not something to be messed with. They're beautiful, but boy, I wouldn't want to get too close to them.
Oh no, you don't want to get close to a polar bear. No way.
Yeah, they're pretty mega carnivores for sure. I'm just going to pop out for a minute. I just got to go refresh my drink here, guys. Be back in a minute.
Okay, that's fine. Right. Well, let's have a look at the chat. Snorty says, "How old to it, Admiral Teague?" He says, "Hail to Snorty." The moon is made of. He says the moon is made of radioactive dust exposed to extreme solar radiation. Space 1999, notwithstanding, I think it's near impossible to build there. Oh right. Oh yeah, Space 1999. Thank you for mentioning that. That's another of Jerry Anderson's shows, which he didn't make with puppets, but he did make with very similar with similar style models.
Well, that's kind of like UFO.
UFO.
Yeah, the one that Jill likes.
UFO, right.
She calls it UFO.
I think
so.
it was mispronounced for comic effect.
Sort of Pippa says, I liked Fireball XO5 when I was a cub. Oh, good for you.
When I was a cub.
Some of the XO5 episodes were in color, were they? I thought they were all in black and white. And or they were colorized later. Meal memory is creaky. Oh.
The effort is appreciated.
And I have never watched The Simpsons. Well, if you ever do, I recommend just the first five. I recommend the first five to maybe 5 to 7 seasons.
Yeah.
There is a specific season that it gets the quality drops. I wish I knew what it was. I'd be a better YouTuber.
Yeah. Well, and I sort of I lost The Simpsons in my last divorce, so I stopped paying attention. But I know a bunch of people who are still big fans, just as it being comfort food.
There
I
must
mean,
be millions of fans because it's
Yeah.
been on for like 30 something years now.
It's been.
Well, let's see,
yeah, it's been-
89. I mean, I'm bad at math, but that's like
Yeah, it's been
33
going.
years, something like that.
I think it's on its like 35th season now.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, if people love something, I don't begrudge them enjoying it, but
Yeah,
it's
it's just not my cup of tea.
I lost
still-
interest after the first 5 seasons or so. It's like, yeah, this was good, but I'm not. Once they start bringing in celebrity guests, right?
Well,
Like,
the
I
celebrity
remember the-
guests were rife within the
some
first
of them-
5.
Yeah,
the-
but they started doing it around 2000. They started doing it all the time. Like, I remember they had like the Smashing Pumpkins in an episode, and it's like, as much as I love their music in the 90s, it's like, I don't need to see.
They
a cartoon
smell like
version.
Otto's jacket. I know that was Cypress Hill.
It's like, I don't need
Uh,
to see a cartoon version of these guys. I really don't. And I think it was shortly after that. They had like George Bush in an episode or something. It was like, come on.
Well-
yeah, they did have George. Well, I don't know if they had the actual George Bush, but
It
they
was.
did put.
A
They
replica.
they did have George Bush in an episode, but I don't think it was George himself voicing him.
It was not.
Probably not. But, it's like, at that point, I just basically gave up. It was like, okay.
No, but as a
Enough of this.
qualification, I understand when the celebrities started showing up and being the celebrities, that aside from the Krusty the Clown episode where Gabbo shows up and they do like Johnny Carson is there and Bette Midler is there and stuff like that, that was sort of contextually acceptable. But like they had Dustin Hoffman and Michael Jackson, but they were always playing characters that were not them. And so when they started showing up and being like, hey, everybody, I don't know, let's pick something out of a hat. Like, just, it's like, yay, Carrot Top is here.
Yeah.
I just lost interest when they started doing that. It was like,
Makes sense.
I love The
They did-
Simpsons
they
in the
did
early
have
years
They
because it
did
was
have
unreal.
they did have Leonard Nimoy in one of the earlier episodes.
Monorail.
Okay, I can give that a
the
pass.
monorail episode. He was in that.
But he was sort of recruited by the monorail to raise hype for it. So it was contextually okay. But when like Justin Timberlake shows up and it's like, we want to be one of the Backstreet Boys or wherever the fuck he is. It's like, no, I'm good. I don't need this.
Yeah, I was done when that started happening.
They also had Stephen Hawking in one episode.
Did they?
Yeah.
Really?
Or,
Really,
no, I
they
know,
did.
but like, how do you know it just wasn't any old Casio speaking stuff?
It was just a standard speech to text.
I mean, it was what they just had his voice machine, and it wasn't really him.
God. Poor Steven.
In fact, he appeared more than once. It's really, oh my god, there was this one episode which was like they gave this real like Homer makes this friend who was this like contractor who kept coming to the house to like fix stuff, and Homer became really good friends with him. But for some convoluted reason or another, nobody ever saw this guy, and everyone thought Homer made him up and thought he was going nuts with an imaginary friend. It was so ridiculous. And who makes a cameo appearance near the end? Stephen Hawking, or a facsimile of him to make him to give us this an even more convoluted explanation for one of the reasons why no one saw the guy. It was so stupid.
Well, I
Stephen
was being
Hawking as a contractor? That sounds bizarre. Like, how can you be a contractor if you're in a wheelchair? I mean, don't you have to use a hammer and stuff?
No. Stephen wasn't No. Stephen,
Oh, I got it wrong.
No. Stephen wasn't. Stephen Hawking wasn't the contractor.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
I think you
was getting confused there.
misheard what I said. No. No, I'm telling no. The contractor was the guy that Homer made friends and become such good friends with, but nobody ever saw him.
Okay.
But no, until,
Like-
and everyone and but like
So they
but
just added Steven at the end for some reason.
they added in Steven at the end of the episode to explain what give this absolutely ridiculous convoluted scientific reason for why no one ever saw him, or why Bart, at least why Bart never saw him.
Ah. So we're talking alternate dimension, perhaps. Sorry.
I think you'd have to actually see the episode to fully get it. But seriously,
Yeah.
that was one of the most ridiculous episodes I've ever seen of The Simpsons.
Yeah, I just lost interest. I liked
That
The
was
Simpsons when they were kind of just strange, like they seemed like they were in their own universe in the early seasons, and then they started becoming into the real world, so to speak, with all the guests. And it wasn't the same for me. Anyway, I don't need to talk about The Simpsons.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't look in the earlier seasons. I don't mind the guest stars, but yeah, as it went on, it did become ridiculous. Because every season they had to have some kind of guest star. It just got stupider and stupider until they got to freaking Lady Gaga. Oh my god.
Oh no, I didn't know about that. I actually
don't even bother trying to find that. Don't watch that episode.
won't.
It is
I
a
won't.
cringe fest from start to finish. Oh my god.
That sounds horrible. Ugh. Maybe we should talk about good shows. Anybody else got a topic other than The Simpsons?
Well, here's something. He's very late, but he's finally here. Hi, Moises.
Hey,
Moises!
I got back from
Hey.
playing Skyrim.
Did you win?
I'm almost progressing to the story.
Well, that's good.
I had to avoid a lot of guards giving unsolicited information about the Dawn Guard.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to take my leave. I appreciate your hospitality as always, Dalek. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Scotty.
Finity, I'll see you in the future, as I will you as well, PvP. And Moises, whenever I can crash into you, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Probably
Nice
see
one,
you early
Scotty.
next week then,
Oh,
it sounds
is
like,
there
Scotty,
anything-
if you're not on anytime this week. But yeah.
Is
Nice-
there,
nice seeing you again.
is there anything you'd like to push before you go, Scotty?
Nah, I got really nothing going on this week, so I'm taking it
Okay.
easy, and I'm not gonna bore people with plugs for something that doesn't have electricity.
Fair enough.
Oh,
All right.
Cool.
If
Thanks
I have a
again,
good
guys.
time, you'll probably
Cheers,
find
Scotty.
Scotty on my channel soon. See you soon,
See you
Scotty,
soon.
darling.
Okay.
And bye to
thanks
the chat. See ya,
Thanks,
Admiral.
Scotty.
See ya, Poopy.
for coming
Have a
on.
good one.
See you, Scotty. Okay. Well, Moises, I'm glad you finally made it, even though you're very late, because I'll probably be tongue-tied.
You're
I'll
probably
probably-
getting the stream by now.
I'll probably be ending the stream in about 13 minutes or so.
Yeah, although I did take a long play from playing Skyrim.
So how well did you do with that?
Well, got pretty well. So we had to avoid the guards trying to say anything about the Dawn Guard. That's really annoying. And also going through the main quest a bit, trying to put it up the correct scenario on the Salmore Embassy, and also trying to catch a snitch.
A snitch.
Yeah.
That's not like I'm guessing that's like some I guess that's like a spy kind of snitch.
Yeah, like an
Right.
informant spy.
Right.
Although I actually did not know that it was a spy, but when I looked at the body and see his name, I was like, wait a second. He's the guy that sold his friend out. And you know what they
that's-
say: snitches get stitches.
right.
So, anyways, I just took a break, and I actually decided to show off the list of shows I'm going to watch.
Oh yeah, you still got that long list of yours. How far have you got with that?
Well, in my list of shows, I've actually thought of watching The X-Files. Well, since The X-Files is now available on Prime Video, but also free with ads. Supernatural, which is available on Netflix. Oh, the shows that are available on Netflix are Supernatural, Ash vs. Evil Dead, The Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Stranger Things, Wednesday, Star Trek, and Stargate SG-1. So most of these shows are available to watch on Netflix.
Speaking, since we're talking about streaming services, yesterday I had one streaming service I re-signed up to was BritBox, and because I had heard that
BritBox has Doctor Who.
That all of the I knew it had Doctor Who, but I'd heard that all the classic episodes of Doctor Who were being taken off BritBox.
Really?
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Wow.
Why?
I heard, and the thing is, I'd heard they were being taken off on Christmas Day.
No.
Oh,
But here's the thing. I checked. I re-signed up. I re-subbed to it. I checked, and they're all still there.
wait, what?
That's weird. Maybe somebody was just trolling
So-
and putting out bad information.
They say that they're going to. But let me get this straight. So
Weird.
they say they're going to take off. BritBox is going to say they're going to take off Doctor Who episodes there, but when you checked in, they're still there.
When I checked in like 2 days after Christmas, they're all still there. And I was still able to watch them.
Maybe somebody was just putting out bad information.
Maybe
Or
it
maybe
was-
they were trolling. I don't know.
Maybe it was maybe it was just a rumor that Spee got wrong.
I know sometimes streaming services can take stuff off like with very little notice, unfortunately. So,
Although, if they actually really taken off the Doctor Who episodes off the air, then off of BritBox, well, that's going to be a new low for the BBC to do if they're going to put up their new Doctor Who show.
seems like BBC
I'll tell you
is
what,
good at
guys.
hitting lows.
Oh,
So much
hello.
for a visit to the lake. Look at that
Oh.
classic Kiwi weather. That's some Flash Gordon shit happening now.
Nice.
Oh,
Ooh.
so much for the lake. Now it feels like December again. That's what I get for boasting about being in the summer, isn't it?
Well, you got
That's
palm
what I love
trees in
about the
summer,
Kiwi
too.
weather.
Wow.
4 seasons in one day. Right, just gotta
You
bear
lucky-
with me. I've got to
lucky
check if we're
guy.
still going to the lake.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah. So I actually thought of wanting to watch the X-Files.
As everyone,
You never saw the
I-
X-Files?
I've only seen a little bit of the X-Files.
X-Files are great, guys.
Mm,
I mean, I
Well-
remember the X-Files when they started. I guess it was in the late 80s, around 88 or something. And they were a lot of really great episodes. The thing is, the X-Files, you have two different types of episodes. You got the individual standalone ones that, you can watch on their own. There's no continuity. And then you have the ones with the alien stuff, with the background alien invasion stuff, where those are kind of ones you want to watch in order. But it's really a good show. Like the first 5 seasons in particular are really, really good. And then they moved it from Vancouver down to LA, and it started to go downhill in quality after that, I found. But the first 5 seasons are really, really good.
that doesn't moved it to moved it down to LA, and it started to go down in quality. That doesn't surprise me somehow.
You had different crews, right? Like the Vancouver crews here have this, they have this reputation for being top-notch crews because they really work hard. And we got, first-rate production studios down in Vancouver. It's like $1 billion industry here, right? Every year doing TV and movie. There's all kinds of stuff that folks would be probably very shocked and surprised if I made the list of what actually gets produced here. But yeah, the X-Files, the first 5 years, I recommend it. It's a good show.
Also, another thing I want to point out is that on Prime Video, the X-Files seasons 1 to 11 are now free with ads.
Nice. Well, that's
Yeah,
the way
they've
I
got-
saw him back in the TV.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, I've noticed that on Prime Video recently. They seem to have added something called Freevee, and where
That's
you can
not
watch
bad.
it was like a whole bunch. There's this whole bunch set of shows you can watch for free
Free with ads, that's great.
with ads. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a show. A few ads don't hurt it at all. I used to watch it on the TV, and
Yeah.
they'd have
Well,
like 2 or 3 minutes of ads, right? So,
Yes, yeah. Thankfully, the ads you do get there's only like 2 or 3 of them, and they're very short, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, although after all, I have already finished watching The Boys. Well, the whole 3 seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have any interest in watching that because well, I'm burned out on superheroes, or should I say I'm burned out on Western superheroes.
Yeah, you can thank the MCU for that.
I do agree. I don't ever need to really see another superhero movie, at least not for a few years. It's just like
No.
enough of them already.
Yeah, although for my reasonings to watch The Boys is that I'm actually interested on what's it about after hearing about the comic book version of it. Which also I think the comic book version was way more grittier and way more graphic, and it's kind of like High Guardian Spice, but if it's actually taken to a rated R or maybe rated X territory.
I doubt-
What?
They do tend to tone it
He
down on
didn't even
TV.
go
it
past
seems.
NC-17.
I doubt PvP knows what High Guardian Spice is, Moises.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm familiar with that term. Actually.
Well, don't
No.
bother looking it up. It's absolute garbage.
Okay,
Yeah, I
won't-
agree.
I won't bother then. There's a lot of stuff going on I really don't need to know about. But yeah, I know The Boys was popular, but I haven't got around to checking it
Yeah.
out at all.
Although I do attempt to watch Invincible, but however I just stopped watching after what I saw at the end of episode 1.
Hmm.
That's an okay. I admit that's actually a show I've been kind of meaning to watch for a while, even though it's about superheroes.
Yeah. And then there's Vox Machina, and I never even thought of watching that again because there's a lot of stuff going on with the world.
And I've heard people say that's actually pretty good, Vox Machina.
Yeah. And then there's the Terminal List, which also has Chris Pratt on it. Though I did like the first episode, but I never bothered looking through most of the seasons. And oh yeah, and there's Man in the High Castle. I have finished season 1 of that show.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you've told me about that before, Moises.
Mm-hmm. Kind of think I'm going to be adding these shows in the list. Although I did watch Supernatural, but haven't
I'll
finished
tell-
season 1.
And I'll tell you this. I have a very long list of anime I need to catch up on.
speak for yourself. I've actually had a lot of that too. Also, I did watch the first episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead.
That series that wasn't that a Netflix series that did it like last year or something.
Oh, they did it. That was first season was like probably 4 or 5 years ago. I think they did 3 or 4 seasons, and it's finished now. I actually have the DVD. I have the DVD for season 1. I think I've watched maybe the first 3 or 4, and it seemed actually really good. The ones I watched, it was crazy and funny, just like the original film. So
yeah. Although I've always go for the Evil Dead. Well, the film of it, not Evil Dead 2, which there's bound to be some continuity problems with it.
I like the first film. It was more of a straight horror film at that time.
And it also in my opinion, it's a masterpiece.
Oh, it's a great film. I do like the second and third films a lot, though. I kind of like when Bruce Campbell got a little more free reign to do some more comedy. And the chainsaw, I mean, putting the chainsaw on his wrist was brilliant.
Yeah,
that was great.
I actually do understand on how people like Evil Dead 2, but my reasonings for not liking the second film is its continuity.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it was just basically more or less a remake of the first film with a higher budget.
Although if they're going to be calling it a remake, they should have just call it the Evil Dead Dead by Dawn instead of Evil Dead 2, which also could not even give people the wrong idea that they thought it's going to be the sequel to the first film.
Yeah, they would have thought it was a continuation of the first film, right? When it was basically a remake, so to speak.
Yeah, although when I first watched Evil Dead 2, I was actually pissed that they decided to just throw out the continuity from the first film. But when I looked deeper, I felt like I was the fool when I learned that they not film any new footage from the first film because that film was owned by that other studio.
Yeah, there was some kind of copyright thing or something going on there, wasn't there? I think, if I remember, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and what I did learn is that horror movies are known to abuse continuity.
Well, it wasn't like we were talking about the real world in a way with the events going on.
Yeah, but when I did watch Ash vs. Evil Dead, they did put up the continuity from the first film and merge it with the second one.
Dalek?
Okay,
I need to go. I have things to attend to.
Well, this stream has just passed 3 hours,
Yeah,
so
I
I think
getting that time anyway. I gotta go.
It is. I do like to. The limit. Usually, the limit for my streams is 3 hours. So now I've hit that. So I think it's time to end things here. So
good number.
Yeah.
I gotta go get some supper.
Although hopefully PvP had a Discord. If not, well.
Anyway, like I say, I've got to go. So Dalek, thank you. PvP Moises, and all I need to say is I ain't got time to talk about time travel, Captain. Until next time.
See you, Captain.
See you, Captain. Night.
See ya.
Question.
They won't let me leave. I'm clicking the button. Bye. I'm not here now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, question, PvP. Do you have a Discord?
No, I don't have Discord. I'm in the Stone Age. I still have to sign up for Twitter and stuff, which I gotta do this week because I don't work till next week. So I got like another 6 or 7 days off. So I got to get all this stuff set up. I'd like to start doing some live streams on here too. So it's just like I had crazy stuff going on the last week and a half. Just crazy stuff. So I won't go into details, but it's just like it's been just nuts. So. And on top of Christmas, right, as well. So it's like
although Christmas is over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just it's always sad once Christmas ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Although-
have time to get into Christmas. I was just so
Mm.
preoccupied.
Also,
with
I
other
did
stuff.
recall that I did finish the first season of The Walking Dead.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I
Although
like
I
the
had.
first 5 seasons. I thought were really good, and then in season 6, it started. It went up and down. There were some really great episodes and some stuff that I really didn't like, and then the stuff that happened. The last episode of season 6 and first
Okay.
of season 7, I couldn't stand. I
Hey,
won't go into spoilers, but let's just say the first episode of season 7, they lost like a third of their audience the week later. So that tells you something.
Okay, I think that's a good point to end to do my little
Okay.
wrap up and end the stream. So I think I'm just gonna do that now. So
Yeah. Also,
Thank you.
Yeah.
also, the one thing I've actually learned about Sonic Prime is that Adagio's voice actress is going to be in that show. Voice as Rouge.
And okay, Moses, hold that. Maybe you can hold that thought till once I've actually ended the stream, because you know.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to
Anyway,
head out
yeah.
now, guys, because I got to get some supper. It's almost 6 here, and I'm getting hungry. So it was fun, Dalek. Thanks for the fun, the chat, and everybody here. And
Yeah, pleasure having you, PvP. Hope to see you on a stream sometime soon again.
yeah, we'll probably be on sometime in the next week or so. So yeah,
that would be great.
We'll see you guys later. Have
Okay.
a good one.
Okay. See you later.
All right.
Okay, well, it's just you and me now, Moises, but I think I'm gonna end the stream here. So yeah, thank you to everyone who came in tonight. Everyone who was in the chat. Not many people. Admiral Teague, Captain Infinity, who was on the panel. Actually, and of course, good old Stored Up Boopas, Cuber.com. Always great to have you, Snorty. And Captain Infinity waves goodbye. To take care of you, human and Dalek. Yes, thank you, Snorty. They pronounce UFO on that show, so it's UFO. Okay, well, no, I think I'll just read the rest of the chat here. Have fun, Jill, says Snorty. My eyes feel like 2 hot coals. Thanks for the distraction. Well, I'm glad I could provide it, Admiral Teague. Okay, sounds like you need some shut-eye. Of course we matter, says Snorty. I prefer to think of myself as an irregular. Oh, of course you do. To be honest, Martin Landau and Barbara Bain were a bit puppet-like. They pronounce UFO on that show, so it's UFO. How well Moises? Have fun, Scotty. Take care of it. Oh, right, that one. Okay. Okay, that's the chat. So yeah, thank you for everyone who in the chat, to everyone who came on the panel, Captain Infinity, Scott, Anti-Rated Jill, PvP, Scotty R37, of course, you Moises. So I think that's everybody. Yeah, this has been a good stream overall. I enjoyed it, and I hope everyone who came on enjoyed it. But I hope to see you all again, either here on this channel or on somewhere else on YouTube. So I'll see you all then. But for now, from the Service of Skaro, this is Dalek 451 signing off. I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.